what did I do? I forgot to press this. Let us begin. Two nights in a row I've done that. I am very tired. So, it doesn't seem it. But hi, I'm Josh, the Dread GM, and these are my fellow storytellers. Tonight we're going to play some awesome Dungeons and Dragons. I'm very, very excited to do so. We're going to go around and introduce each other, and then we're going to jump into some games. I saw that there was someone new in chat while I was lurking. Welcome to that person. I think, where was your name? Yeah, Joe and Easy. Joe and Easy. I love it. Hey, welcome. All right, guys. Let's start with the introduction so we can play some Dungeons and Dragons. We are running a little bit behind schedule tonight, but that is fine because we've got some awesome stuff. Hi, Soteris! Jeng Avar or so.
I'm first.
Yeah, no Benedict tonight.
I don't like it. Hello, I am Sarah, also known as Rascal or Ra. I'm currently playing Jang, who is a half-orc ranger. You can find me on the Instagrams and the Twitters as a Rascal. And that's about it.
All right, Mark.
G'day guys, I am Jacbon. I am Josh's resident problem player and the eventual god of Oak and Ash. Tonight I am playing Marhak. He's our amazing dwarf artificer. If you would like, you can follow me on Instagram at Jacbon with a 0. And I've recently got a PlayStation 5. What that lets me does is just immediately broadcast to Twitch. I've been playing through Ghost of Tsushima. So if you would like, you can follow me at Brodo01 on Twitch and just come and chill. No cam, barely a mic sometimes. Just hanging out.
I know. I followed. I've missed the stream though. Was it on the Friday or was it during the time I was playing Ongoa?
Probably. I don't know. It's literally just whenever I get on my PlayStation and have downtime, I just play Ghosts and turn it on. So there's no stream.
It's fine. Like I would totally watch Ghosts of Tsushima. I'd be down. Okay, moving on. I think the next one is it's none other than Mr. Oren.
Hello everyone, I am Trent. I play Oren the Wizard. You will find me here and only here. I do not have the Instagrams or the Facebookers, whatever you young kids call it these days.
Snappers.
But yes, tonight should be interesting, should be very exciting, and I'm looking forward to being grilled by the council. Hopefully not literally. That would be quite...
Oh, you're not immune to fire? Ooh.
Well, I mean, he's a bit pudgy, but I mean, I still can't imagine it'd be pleasant.
All right. Now, you can't see the awesome art that Em did for her character and the character name. I'm trying to fix that right now on the fly. But she can introduce herself, and you should know her. Em, who are you, and who are you playing tonight?
Hello, I am Em. I am playing Ridley tonight, who is a Hexadon. I don't know how to fit Bard in there. And yeah, I do most of the art for the stream, and you can check out my Instagram at elysian.art.
Nice. And last but not least, hello!
That's me! Hey everybody! Tonight I am playing Sylphie. If you like anime, if you like cosplay, feel free to follow me on Instagram at symbol.of.peach. You can catch me here Mondays and Tuesdays.
L's to the air, and I already introduced myself. I'm Josh. I run the games here, and I do the stream stuff, especially when Scrappy's not about. Scrappy's been on hiatus lately, just chilling in the background. Actually, no, he was on the other night. He left the mics on hot. Scrappy. Okay, now I'm just trying to fix this so that we can have M's art. It should refresh now. There it is. Very cool. All right, guys.
Who's that hot boy?
Hot boy.
Hot boy.
Nice. So yeah, lots of awesome names in chat. We've got Ardana here, Sabai, we've got Necrone, Renegade Chickens here. Congratulations on uni again. And they'll probably see more names in chat. Okay, so let's I think we're all ready to jump in, right?
JP is actually filing for a name change under New South Wales government regulations. Yeah. So, unfortunately, until he gets, gets his new name given to him, he's not allowed to appear in any public places. Yeah. So that's why he's not here tonight. Sorry, guys.
Fair enough. Really, I mean, kind of two Jacobs. Just weird.
We can't. And JP suits him so well, right?
It does.
Yeah, it really does. All right. Well, I'm just gonna quickly fix these inspiration tokens, because I know if I don't, I'm not going to, because there's a lot of lore stuff tonight. So
Give me my inspiration.
We all want advantage.
who has it actually?
One session.
I could not tell you.
Aaron does.
Let me check. Okay. I have Ridley's character sheet open, but not mine.
We said mine open when I opened it.
Amazing. While I'm
So I'm
doing-
really excited to see Ridley.
Checking
You
out
wanna-
my stats say.
While I'm doing this, if you guys could give everyone a quick recap on what's happened, maybe even what happened in the last arc and this current arc, that would be great. You can take your time with it, because there's a lot of fiddling, and then I'll start reading you the stuff that I've got ready to go after that.
Wait, there's no red cap recap.
There's
What?
no red cap recap. Yeah, it's
It's a big
Wait,
shoes to
is-
fill.
yeah,
Does
it's
anybody have a red cat near them?
Nope.
Oh, I could wear the dice bag Ellie gave me as
Oh
well.
my god, yeah, that's red.
and if someone could read chat for me while I'm typing as well, that'd be dope.
You have to put the dice bag on your headbutt, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
And you have to call yourself JP briefly. I know.
So I'm just being shoehorned into this.
Yes.
It looks like it, man.
God damn it.
Yeah, it looks
What
like
you,
it's
didn't
you.
realize, what you didn't realize is as soon as someone said that they had something red or that they could put on their head near
Take a
them,
picture of this.
Oh, actually, this is you got to do your best red cat recap.
Oh, dude, words are hard.
It's very
Okay.
hard, actually, because it goes fast, man.
He moves around a lot too, so
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to keep this on my
Yeah,
head.
that's okay.
Alright, no, it's okay. Just
Do your
take
own
a picture.
version. Do your own
I'm
version.
going to black out. I'll see you on the other side.
Come forward. I can't see you in the camera.
can't see your
What
head.
if I-
There you go.
Does that?
there it
Yeah.
goes.
Oh my god.
Perfection.
Okay.
Yeah, got it.
Last session. So we got introduced to Ridley. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's all I
Super cool.
remember.
That's all you remember, just Ridley.
I can read my notes. If that
Honestly, that's how what playing with Ridley is like. You kind of blur
Yeah,
and you just
like,
think about Ridley.
I don't think anything else was relevant, to be honest with you.
So dope. All right, Em, you do it. What's happened so far?
Last session, we started in Benedict's room as he was discussing his latest contract with Zantu. Zantu says that Lorcian has abused his power and played a major hand in bringing about the spell plague. Apparently, to open the way, I don't know, I made a spelling mistake and scribbled things out. Yep, Zantu urged Benedict to seek out a member of the Dead Kings. We know who that was now. And they both know Lorcian's daughter. Yep. Went to the graveyard. Benedict stopped and had a good old chat with one of the graves. It was pretty sweet and sad. Then we met Ridley.
Oh, and he has a claymore.
He does. My first heavy... No, I think... Yep.
I think it's your first heavy weapon.
Well, it's a habit, a heavy weapon.
You're
It's a
generally
reach
a
weapon.
cast or a range.
Anyway, Mahak, in a different scene, gifted Sylphie a little, I called it a tiara because that's what I pictured, of intellect. And Flick began to come around on Mahak.
You actually have a
Then we were, I actually wrote this, we were janging out with Jacbon, I don't know why. In a grove that had been ravaged by everything that happened to the city. And she was discussing Wilroth with Medeus. Who is the centaur and avatar. Words really are hard. Centaur and avatar of Wilroth. Jang came here on a contract and stayed to help the city. Then she meditated in the grove. Then we switched. Hano was mediating a discussion between Orin and Anafiel. The angels offered to name Orin king in exchange for the shard's return to the celestial plane. Orin thought about it for a minute. And then eventually declined. Then we all met up and Ridley met everyone else for the first time, and it became a discussion about the necklace that Sylvie was wearing, which was gifted to her by Loshi and Belle. And casting Detect Magic on it when he arrived, Oren discovered that it had Soul Cage. Yep.
And that's what happened last time. Also,
I miss JP.
Yeah. Also, these ones don't click on exactly, so they got a little bit janky. But you'll know you'll have inspiration or not, so that's fine. Do you guys have inspiration?
Yes.
I know that I did last time and I didn't use it, so I should have inspiration.
All right.
I can't remember the last time I used inspiration.
Yeah.
I've had it for so I don't know how long now.
Just make sure it's on your sheet. Yep. They're janky.
Yeah, it's on my sheet.
But we're doing it. All right. Okay.
Music?
Oh yeah. I forget that I always have to route it to you guys.
Yes,
That's okay. I
And
just
the music.
And then I get in trouble later about not routing it. So, like unrouting it when we rate. Alright, here we go. Where is it? Here we go.
I will pause my character playlist. Oh, that is quiet.
Oh, does it need turning up? How's that?
That's good.
Oh, my heart is going already.
It's Soul Cage time.
I think that okay. So with the Soul Cage stuff, I think that we're going to do, because Benedict isn't here and he's a major part of that scene. We're going to revisit that scene. So we cleared out the start. So we're going to start somewhere else. Here we go. You find yourselves at the Fortress of Warfare in the sector of Velir, surrounded by walls taller than any of you have ever seen, with adamantite bracing, making them even more impressive. Multiple checkpoints and patrols of heavily armed war mages, clerics, and paladins guard every corner of this devotion to war. You have been brought into the war room, an amphitheater that is at the heart. One sec. Sorry, the war room, an amphitheater. At its heart is the finest of ground crystal. Its surface shimmers with a rainbow-like hue. Your eyes are drawn for a moment to an elevated station where where there are 8 thrones. These thrones are empty, awaiting their masters. These thrones are carved from a rich caramel-colored wood. Throughout their form, black marbling weaves its way through, and is reminiscent of trailing smoke. Fine metals also make filigree, which denote each seat which of each seat represents each of the gods. Arcone, Hosen, Lanath, Thrum, Triseal, Velir, Wilroth. Though in the time of the avatar of Wilroth, the throne of that avatar has not received embrace in much time, as Mattias prefers to stand. Alright.
Oh, I like that.
You guys are all sitting near each other, I would say, near the front of the amphitheater. As you look around the room, you can see that the walls are tall and cold. You can see that there are several other doors that are very large, that they would probably use to bring in examples of machinery or technology for war or beasts of burden. There are others in this amphitheater as well. You look around to see if there's anyone that looks interesting to you while you wait for the avatars to arrive. You don't see anyone among the faces. Not yet, at least, until they make themselves known. You have a few moments to prepare yourselves and talk amongst yourselves before the 8 arrive.
I think we're all pretty enamored with our surroundings. Pretty incredible.
Question to the DM: would Marhak know if magic was to be cast in here, if it would work or not?
You know that most divination magics wouldn't. Anything that leaks information wouldn't. It depends on the spell. Is there a certain spell you're trying to cast?
Something along the lines of see invisibility.
Oh. Yeah, you can try that.
Okay. In that case, Marhak, at the very least, not having told anyone else, would try and have that up as much as possible throughout these proceedings.
You search the area to see if anyone else is invisible in the area. You don't see anyone.
Yeah, cool.
In that case, I will cast True Seeing upon myself.
All right. What does that look like?
So she initially starts by just fiddling with the charms of her holy symbol. Her fingers running through and the slight clackering as the metal bumps against each other. She closes her eyes for a moment, and then with her thumb she wipes underneath each of her eyes as if wiping away a tear, and then quite subtly, as she opens, the irises of her eyes shimmer with a gold and green coloration, just for a moment, as if sparkles were falling down upon them, down through the iris.
All right.
Why have you two cast that? What are you casting?
Me?
Yes. And you, Marhak?
Mind your business, Orman.
Is it really necessary that you cast spells in this place?
We will see.
Very well. Keep your secrets.
Amazing.
She offers Oren a earnest smile.
He notices.
All right. You gain true sight, and you inspect around the room to see if there is anything that jumps out at you. You don't see anything in the room that betrays itself.
The room I'm worried about.
No demons disguising themselves as members of the public. Not yet, at least.
Yeah, you look around, but you can't see anything.
Cool.
All right. Okay. As you wait, voices behind you start whispering and murmuring as one of those big doors described groans open and light spills in. Walking into the room, you see the progression of the avatars of 8. The first to walk in, you see Hano, avatar of Arkham. She has gray skin, and she wears the avatar's armor of Arkham, which has the many symbols of Arkham on there. You can see the symbol for the latched. You can see the symbols for the inked, and you can also see the symbols for the watchers. There are many other sigils on there, and again, this armor is to show that she is a representative of all factions of Arkham. Following behind, you see Lortian Vel. He is also wearing his avatar's regalia. Now, I have something to reveal. M actually did art of Lortian.
Oh, I love you, Em!
There is art for the rest of the 8 coming, but art takes time.
Well, we got sick this week, so everything is just...
Wondering if it won't let me bring it up on the screen. So,
Well, for anyone who's just listening anyway, he is a pale-haired man with a severe demeanor.
Oh, so it's Oren, but taller.
Human man. Like, apparently human man.
Cold blue eyes.
And haughty features.
I can see his hair.
Oh, damn.
Oh.
God, Emma.
You have outdone yourself. Wow.
That was cool.
Oh, that's Papa Vel. Oh, that's awesome.
sits up,
Go kill
walks
him.
in, and stands at his
Go
seat.
kill him.
You notice that you guys haven't stood up like the rest of the crowd.
Oh,
I mean, Marhak would have. Marhak
we
would
would have.
That's fine.
Yeah.
And the rest of the crowd.
I jest. Yeah, so everyone's standing, waiting to be seated. Next, walking in, you see Trudeau, the Furbolg of Thrum. You see that he has many lightning scars from being struck by lightning. His skin is worn and pocked from sandstorms, missing many fingers as well. See that he's covered in burn marks as well from wildfires and such. He stands at his seat. He also wears the regalia of the Eight. Mattias walks in as well, the centaur Wilroth, the avatar of Wilroth, wearing decorated with many charms and symbols of the Keepers and other Wilroth factions. Now, I'm pretty sure that's all the ones that you've seen. Am I correct?
Oh, Clavel.
Clavel will walk in as well. Total badass that she is, and she stands at the seat of Lenath. Next comes the avatar of Husin, walking in wearing the regalia of the Eight. You see a drow whose hair has been shaved completely back, bald. Her ears stand as a poignant feature. You see that she has tattoos of gold and silver that reflect each other and show the lunar cycle of Oakenash. She walks up and she stands at the seat of Hosen. What are we missing?
Valir and Triceal.
Skipping into the room, you see a small child clutching a teddy bear wearing the regalia of the Eight. They stand at the seat of Triceal. However, Sylphie, your true sight, you can actually see that the child is not as old as it seems. Parts of it shimmer and shake, and you can see that this being is actually taller than they appear. Many of their features are blank. And then walking into
I just figured out.
and then walking into the room, you see the avatar of Valir. The avatar of Valir is a dragon turtle. He walks into the room. His shell. Because again, this music is changing.
So good.
His shell is seasoned and decorated with many trophies of fallen foes and many completed conquests. And again, for people that are watching, not dragon turtle, in Oak-Ash we have dragon turtles. They are like they're draconic turtles. He seems probably the oldest out of the ones that you see before you. He moves slower, though he looks like he could take on almost any. His hue is red, and his shell is a dark obsidian. It is pocked with things that have tried to break it or assail it, and it sort of reflects the fortress itself. He stands at the seat of Valir, and then sits down as everyone else sits down.
Lauren's gonna whisper to everyone quietly, like end of our group, and just like, beware those who are old in a young man's game, gesturing towards the avatar of Valir.
Love it. Now let me give you... Sorry, go ahead.
I love all of them, Josh. Thank you.
I love it so much.
Yeah.
I need more space on my piece of paper.
Let me give you their names quickly as well, because you will know them.
Please.
Hanner, the avatar of Arkham, Lorcian, the Vel, the avatar of Xantu, Kaladar, the avatar of Valir, Treader, the avatar of Throm, Medius, the avatar of Wilroth, Lady Clavel, the avatar of Lanath, Yisha, the avatar of Triseal, Sabana Cladith, the avatar of Hosen, and I think that's it.
What was Valir's again, sorry?
Kalodar.
K-A-L-O...
And the drow, sorry?
Sabana.
Sabana. So.
Oh, they're so
Sabana
epic.
Cladith.
Ah, the lunar cycle tattoos, bro.
Yeah.
Dude.
Em can't wait to audit. I told her about it. She's like, oh, I can't wait.
Okay.
I get privileges.
Yeah.
No, so
It's just
cool.
so she could do the art.
I love them all so much.
Yeah. Now, I'm also going to give you a little bit of insight of what they generally do as well. And then we will recite.
Accused.
Shakus.
Accused in witchcraft.
Love it.
Burn him at the stake.
Alright. Do you guys want to whisper among yourselves while I get stuff ready?
Nope.
On that, Mahak would probably be the one, just in character at least, one by one, as they come out, would be whispering, "This is Hanno, you know her, and Medius and Clavel. The new ones are Sabana," and just like introducing themselves. So he would be monologuing pretty much what you just described.
Alright. Okay, good.
Jang is trying to figure out all of the little like tokens that's on the shell of the dragon portal.
If Clavel catches her eye, Sylvie will give like a polite wave.
Aaron would just be sizing them up and seeing which one of them is looking at us menacingly, or just with suspicion, and which aren't, and that sort of thing. So it could be kind of gauge their mood already just from them walking in and looking at us.
Ridley would assess them as well, but then his eyes would quickly fall back to Lorshin Vel with like this glint of malice in his own eyes towards the Avatar of Zontu.
All right. I need a insight check from Arn.
Marhak would
And
also.
Jang, you were trying to make out anything that might have stand out to you.
Yeah.
This is Medius, or you're talking about the Valir Avatar?
Yeah, or on Kaladar's shell.
Yeah, Kaladar. Yeah, give me an investigation.
20 for my insight.
Okay. The ones that are watching you and the party, you would probably see that most of them are making eye contact with you, and looking over at you. You're quite infamous amongst their ranks, and probably throughout. Famous. Then you're well known.
Renowned.
You're renowned to them. Yeah. So you're
15 for me.
15. You can see that there are several orc tribes that have trophies that have been taken there that sort of like sit on the shell.
How many angels are present, or
The
can we
angels
see?
haven't arrived yet.
Haven't arrived. Yes. Cool.
Yeah.
I thought that might be the case.
Did I get you to roll something, Em?
Nope.
Nope.
Malice check?
Yeah.
Layer check.
Yeah.
Initiative, maybe.
Can I add my charisma to that?
T-Sizzle, you got a 20.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Kitty.
Sorry, that was my cat.
they don't seem to be, yeah, so you're trying to determine their mood. So
Yeah, pretty much just how they.
they're
their initial
very
impression of how they
professional
feel
and
about
proper.
us.
The only one that sort of stands out is the Avatar of Triseal, who just sort of like waves back at Sylphie and then looks to you with a big grin and just moving their legs back and forward on their chair. So it kind of looks like they're just having a good old time being here.
I feel like I'd like
Bundle of
narrow
energy.
my eyes more at them. So as I'm looking along, I'd get to them and be like, and then move along. Kind of like unimpressed that they're taking it so trivially.
Yeah.
Being so trivial about it, I should
love
say.
All right. So as you guys sit there waiting, you do eventually see that someone else walks in the room, though they come from a different section off to the side. So these guys came, let's say, off left stage, off right stage, or right of the room. You start to see walking into the room someone that looks very familiar to Mahak. He walks up and then takes a seat next to the stage where the 8 are sitting. He looks over and he gives a gruff nod over in Mahak's direction. Seems that he will be presiding from his section of this place. Yeah. Go ahead.
Is this Papa?
Yeah, Papa Oshyak is here.
Papa use Dex.
He's there. Yeah.
He just turns to the party. The one was just ended. That is my father.
He has a scribe with him who is taking notes as well. Okay.
It is not often we meet here. I am nervous, but all of you, I'm not sure lucky is the word that you are sitting in, but the testament to your all accomplishments.
I love it. All right.
This feels more like a trial.
The total starts to address the crowd. We live in an unprecedented time. There are many things that endanger our world. There are angels in the sky. There are demons that are infesting the many corners of our world, and we are the ones to drive them out.
It is heroes like the ones from the Descent that inspire us to fight for this world that we have inherited is ours to protect.
He gestures over to you all.
What say you, heroes of the Descent?
You gotta have to roleplay eventually.
Nothing.
Whoa.
Well, two of them aren't here, so...
Ooh. What say us? Okay.
I don't know. Maybe, how do we feel about this?
You have told us tales of great corruption at Ashborne. You have spoken of shards of creation, and you have brought one to us while you open the way to the angels. Now they patrol our skies. And they...
I've been trying to remember this word all night. Yes.
They counsel us on how to move forward against this scourge. You have witnessed it firsthand. Tell us of it so that we can best prepare.
Oren's gonna look at everyone. Kind of nervous and hoping that someone else talks.
Okay.
But if not, he
I
will.
guess I'll talk. I'm the only one that knows the whole story.
Yeah. If no one else talks after a couple of seconds, then he will. But if someone else does, he'll let them. Hint, hint.
Okay.
Ridley's definitely playing catch up at this moment.
Yeah. All right then.
Take it away, main character.
Go, protagonist. Yay.
Alrighty. Alright.
Choose protagonist. Go, Pokeball.
Okay, so Sylphie steps forward after having the entire auditorium directed at us, and our attention is now on us. You can see her hands getting a little bit clammy as she closes her eyes, holds the Lanath symbol in between her thumb and her finger, finds some inner strength. Addressing the 8 and then looking up at the auditorium, she says, the enemies we face are many, and there are a great deal more in the south. Homes, our farmlands, and everything in between has now been pillaged by the scourge that is the demons. I pray that you aid us and help us in our campaign against them. The war has only just begun, and I fear without us uniting together, then it is all for naught.
We stand united in front of you, the holy city of Durham. Does heed your call. For us to move forward, we must know more of our enemies.
He looks to the rest of the 8.
And so, I have invited the angels to speak on this council. They will come forth, and they will tell us what they know. Avatar Medius, can we count on your keepers, Grove Guardians, and other factions to rise to the call? Yes, I believe so.
Wait, is that our
I think
alarm?
our smoke alarm is going flat.
Yeah,
Oh,
we'll
what
wait.
a time.
We'll wait.
Either that or things are going off so much.
RP is on fire.
Yeah. So hot.
Just gonna go
we
check that
invent the
nothing
house.
is
Yes,
on fire.
please.
Yeah.
Ridley's just sitting and glaring, so
I'm gonna turn my mics down.
Oh man. Also, I just love every time Josh throws it to us, we're just like, we don't want to talk, we don't want to play. We're just watching, Josh.
A deer in headlights. Like,
We don't have anybody who's good at charisma, that's why. The person who is doesn't know anything.
I think we're all muted, but I think that's on purpose.
oh
Ooh.
my gosh.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. Okay. So, I'm happy to talk. I was just trying to think of words. Trent, are you like? Do you have moments you're gonna pick to try and jump in, or like?
I will be, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
I didn't want to be the main talker of that, so I wanted to chime in on important facts, basically, is what I was looking at doing.
People never heard of? Jen?
Oh, sorry.
No?
It's just like I got a -2 on my charisma.
Yep. No, Jang's actually no. It's a -3. Thank you.
Oh, nice.
Uh-huh.
Whoa.
My charisma is a 4.
Oh. I'm happy to talk when asked, but I would prefer not to when I can. But I guess in relation to the fact that Sylvie and Oren are the only two that know about Ashborne.
We can take it in turns.
Yeah, I'm happy to throw
can split it.
to you.
Yeah. Yeah, tell you what, you can be like the persuasive one, like you did just then. And whenever there's, like, that was good. Whenever there's like details, you can just be like, look to Oren and be like, "Oi, get up here."
Yeah.
Get up here, old man.
Yeah, no, Look, it's a +1. We're not working with a great deal. So persuasion rolls.
Mine's only slightly better at a +2 with persuasion, so I mean, it's not barely an improvement.
They said yes, they'd help us. Case close.
Yeah.
You didn't even have to roll, just that persuasive, just... Mate, must have been a nat 20 mentally.
No, it's the smart Sylvie aesthetic. She's just slightly more preserved and upbeat.
Yeah, she's holding her posture straight, so she looks like she's delivering a positive speech.
Trying not to stutter. That's the hardest part.
Okay.
I feel like we're about to be questioned at some point, though.
Oh, we will be.
Yeah.
We will fight through it.
Yes,
we saved
we
their
will.
city. Like our good deeds are pretty numerous in this hold.
True. They haven't seen me kill civilians.
No. Our biggest. Are we muted? I assume we are muted.
Our mic's back live, I believe.
Oh, okay.
That's fine. People can hear us talk.
Yeah, you guys have been, live that whole time, so it was
that's
just
cool.
it was just
That's
me.
fine. That's all good.
All right, so what
Inside scoops.
I'm gonna read this to you guys as well, just so you guys know, and we'll wait for him to come back. The avatar of Arcombe acts as the Grand Archivist and Spy Master of the Council of Eight.
Oh, no way.
No way. Hang on, I gotta write these.
That
She
makes
keeps
sense.
the council informed and is the source of knowledge.
Yeah,
Spy
makes perfect
Master?
sense.
What an epic title. All
It
right.
makes perfect sense.
The avatar of Xantu acts as the Grand Master of Death.
Yeah.
Noting all matters in that regard. This includes, but is not limited to, the analytics of loss and application, grievances, and the study of death and undeath. So it also does the grievances and the study of death and undeath.
Checks out.
Belir, the avatar is the Grand Warlord of the Council of the Eight.
What an epic title.
It is the Warlord's duty to be chief executive in all things warfare for the holy city of Duam. It is the responsibility of the Grand Warlord to keep the city of Duam safe from possible dangers. It is also the Warlord's job that enacts these treaties and stratagems of the Council so efficiently and possible. For the Council as efficiently as possible. I wrote these words. I don't know why I can't read them.
Because words are hard, dude.
Yeah. The Avatar of Thrum is the Grand Storm Shepherd. It is the Grand Storm Shepherd's duty to keep council keep the council informed of the movements of the other storm shepherds, as well as manipulate weather patterns.
Too much law, not enough writing.
Em's back. I'll read the rest of these though.
And my ears will never be the same.
Yeah, it sucks.
The avatar of Wilroth is the Grand Keeper of the Groves of the Wilds. It is the Grand Keeper's responsibility to be aware of all keeper operations and inform the council, maintaining the balance between nature and civilization. Lanath. The avatar of Lanath is the Grand Cleric to all life within Okenash. It is their duty to be aware of all cultures and civilizations, births, marriages, and also they consider all things on life and fight back against acceptable loss. And Triseal. The avatar of Triseal is the Grand Game Master of the Council of Eight.
Yeah.
It is their duty to manage all gaming and events. Unofficially, it has been said that the avatar of Triseal is also the Grand Master of Prime. But no one's been able to prove that. Alright. And the avatar of Hosen is the Grand Adjudicator of the Council of Eight. The Grand Judge adjudicates the laws of Duam. They are an expert in all laws throughout Okenash and its application. Cool.
I feel like these are like the Avengers, and we're just like the people in the background of the video.
Yeah, dude.
This
Like,
is huge.
the reason why we didn't talk, that literally felt like, you know, Kevin Rudd, Julia Gillard, ScoMo sitting up in the cabinet, just like, okay, Ellie, Trent, Jacob, Emma, and Sarah, speak.
We're on a school field trip, and they're like, all right, what about you? What do you think? And we're like, oh.
Alright.
Mike's taking the kids out for a stroll. Oh, I
Okay.
missed so much of that. Oh, what about Puppy Yindax?
Yeah.
He would be
Can't we-
what is the word? It's not counsel. There's another word where you stand on the side and you give advice. Advisor.
Advisor.
Yeah,
He's
he's
like
an
the hand of
advisor to the
the
council for sure.
He would have
Also be a
guessed.
console. Console. Like C-O-N.
Yeah, console.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
console.
gonna call him Tyrion Lannister.
So we were back to them. Back to them talking to you guys, asking, and Sylphie has said that there's great dangers. There's many enemies around us. We need to unite to fight against them. Indeed. And then so Kalidor spoke to the avatar of Wilroth, saying that your keepers are able to help us. Medius said yes, and then Kalidor will go.
And what of the druids? They
What of the what?
still slumber, though there are dreamlings in the wilds we are taking note of.
They're dreaming?
Very well. And we cannot count on them.
The druids are asleep. I've got
So we are going to
Let's.
trying to figure out what's gonna come next.
Spontaneous death fireball.
Just blow up the place. Do it.
Probably protected against fire anyway. Resistant or something, or immune. Stupid magic.
Oh no!
Jane?
Can you can you start talking to the other civilizations and cities? Try and raise edicts and writs in the name of all lands and realms.
I can try my best, but Lucara and Doreen is still under much turmoil. I think I know why that is. Triseals, Yisha, chimes in. That writ of conquest is loopy. It's got us all in a tizzy. Perhaps we should talk to Queen Bray. Get her to stop or put the writ on hold for now. It might help with uniting us.
Indeed.
Then, sorry, they're all thinking. There's so many characters to be played right now. They're all thinking.
I feel like I want to ask questions, but I feel like I'd get in trouble for not putting my hand up first.
I don't want to.
And I need
There'd be so many webs going on in Josh's mind. I don't want to throw myself in there.
Lady Clavell will chime in.
And what of the elves? They still lay stunted. Many refugee camps. We could call them to arms, offering to take back the Tri-Cities. We could do that, yes. All under the writ of conquest. Perhaps we do not need to talk to the Queen, and instead act on her writ.
This is when Sabana would chime in. It would be legal for us to do so. However, we would be entrenching ourselves in other politics. We must consider this. By signing ourselves up for the writ of conquest and taking back the Tri-Cities for the elves, the lands, from my understanding, are still in human control.
Sacrifice, perhaps. Worthy.
Lenoth will say.
So they can go on living.
Calador will look back to them.
In time, they will get their cities back. For now, they must swallow their pride, or remain lost.
Does anyone else want to chime in? So many goddamn characters. I just need to plural play with myself.
Oh, there's not really enough way for us to get in there yet.
You're doing amazing.
Yeah.
You're doing
You guys
incredible,
can
and we're
jump.
hanging on every word.
You guys can jump in whenever you want.
Yeah. Mahak is going to whisper to the group and just say, "This is so typical of them. They are just arguing amongst themselves. No progression is even being made so far.
Is this
It
with
is early in the meeting, but no, this is just amongst the party. It is early
sure.
in the meeting, but I do hope we are not just wasting our time here, arguing of the elves and the humans and." And he'll just trail on.
Yeah.
To Mahak, Sylvie will say, is there any way to unite all of them?
That is what we should be trying to do, not arguing about who we will offend or what writs we need to legally prepare ourselves for.
You'd need to show them somehow that it affects them as well.
Demons do not care if you're an elf, you're a human, or anything in between. They slaughter mercilessly.
They can't see the demons. They won't care until they're in danger.
You guys could be saying this to the council.
Bro, we don't want to die!
Okay, let's help Josh out. This is the moment. Sophie will.
Get them to do a perception check to hear us.
Well, I'm happy to jump in on this. Heck, we've come all this way, guys. We've got the 8. Let's get them on our side. All right, let's open that lineup with God, we're just so far away from them. It's literally like a heckling at a show.
I know, right?
You can stand up and address them.
Oh, you, Avatar. Yeah, you.
Launch it, boo, boo.
The best part is Sylvie
You know
will
what?
stand up, but she's too
Maybe
far
all this conversation
Laws
it
are
has
laws.
prestidigitation class, so that you guys were just addressing them with your mic on, and they just heard all of the stuff that you just
Just
said.
like, all right, well
Maybe.
let's say Sylvie stands up.
I'm totally like
And Ed will ask, is there any way to unite all of them without offending anyone? These demons, they don't care about writs or politics or any of that. They want to kill, and no one is safe.
Oren's going to stand up after she finishes that and go, and they're being directed by by things more intelligent than themselves. It appears that the Illithids are working with the demons as well and channeling their rage in their direction, so they know they are attacking targets that they can beat comfortably to wipe out all resistance before they attack bigger targets. It's probably why they've gone for Ashborne and some of the other smaller settlements before hitting the bigger ones. If we don't act soon, we'll be surrounded, and with no allies left.
the Kaladar will chime in.
We do not say that we do not want to act. We merely want to know the stakes, the pieces on the board before we move. We are in agreement here that we should unite all in this fight because it is everyone's fight. However, you and I are old. We know that people factionize. They usually will only do what's in their best interest. And even if it is a common threat, veiled behind that united front are...
I hate forgetting words so much. Fudge.
Do you want
our drives.
I'm just gonna like you just need to choose a word and continue going. I just hate
Yeah.
that I really want that perfect word.
They are driven by self-purpose. So we must consider this. We here, the council, and Doom, are the spear points of this united front. Look at our border cities. All build themselves around us. We are already united. We just need to push it forward to the rest of Okanash.
Then where is the first step?
That is what we were discussing. We think the elves, they need help. If
And
we
we
give
help
back
the
their
elves.
homes, but we do not claim them. Under that of Queen Elna Bray the Seventh, we will claim them. In the name of Doom and the heroes of the Descent.
How do you plan to do such a feat?
Our collective forces will unite. The angels we will discuss with, and hopefully they will see it. Hopefully we can bring them to Ashborne and fight as well. They will speak when we call them in. As for the creatures, the ones that you slew, the Grand Library, we have begun studying them with the help of our advisor.
And he gestures over to Papa Otriak.
Oh,
Already we are formulating stratagems Take these creatures out. Flush them out from their hiding places. But first,
He looks to the rest of the council, and they all look in agreement. The only one that's kind of less like not portraying anything is Lorshin.
you should probably hear from the angels. If you are ready, we will invite them in, unless anyone else wants to speak here. I would like to say something.
Trento sort of stands up.
I don't know the name of the shepherd that we lost, but I know we lost one. It is gone from my memory. I have spoken to the two others. They would like to make themselves known to the council and to Duum.
Yes. Yeah.
I hope they're here.
They are bereaved.
The doors are going to swing open and light spills in once again. Walking in first, and let me see if I can find this old school picture. Can you
Hot
send it to me?
girl! Hot girl!
Have you got it on
thank
hand?
God.
Can you send it to me?
Oh, I love her so much.
If Ashkin was here, this war council would just...
He wouldn't be allowed in.
He would run.
He'd get to the door and be like, "Oh, Valir."
You can describe the other one while I attempt to find.
No, the other one. The other one.
She's so badass.
Oh wait. Walking into the room, you see a very athletic Goliath woman. You can see that she has tattoos all over herself, and she has seen many a fight before. Her eyes crackle with tempest and lightning as she looks over the crowd. She walks over just in front of, next to Papa Utridak, and looks over and then looks over, out to them, to the crowd, and then to the council.
Polite wave.
Hi!
This is Ingrid. Ingrid. This is the council. We will be bringing the Tempest to Ashborne.
There we go.
Oh, she's so beautiful.
She's so awesome.
I love her so much.
Walking into the room, you start to hear heavy footfalls. The room almost shudders. This heavy percussion bounces off the stone walls, walking into the room. Tall, with blue skin and white hair. Lightning eyes. You see a huge humanoid. You see a giant. He is covered with tattoos. Not only that, he's wearing what you would think a pirate would wear as well.
Introducing the Pirate King.
And he looks out. And he
I
looks
can't whistle.
awesome.
The Wolf of the Sea.
You're going to see that Hano looks over, says, "Are the rumors true?" And as he looks back, he grins this mischievous smile, and you start to see his body rock back and forth. His bones snap and reset themselves. His face elongates, You see lightning spark out and lick up the dark stone. Storm starts. So you feel like there's a storm that's about to start in this room. You start to smell the salt from the sea. This storm giant turns into a werewolf.
Hell yeah.
Heck yes.
Many of the crowd
Werewolf giant?
step back, looking at this creature. So, stories of the Wolf of the Sea, the Pirate King. No prize can be denied to the pirate of this. The Pirate King, and any ship sinks in an instant under the fury of the Wolf of the Sea. He transforms back and then just gives out a grunt that rolls out across.
I offer to the council the storm shepherds and the tempest that they bring, in the name of the one we lost.
They
It's so good.
they move to the side.
I have wanted to see
Anyway.
these guys for a long time.
Yeah,
Oh,
they move to the
feel
side.
good.
good shit.
Rip Makari. You can still smell the salt air in the in the room as well.
There
Brodo
was like
sits down.
3 opportunities for this guy to be our BBEG.
Can you imagine if we were still playing like Ray?
As they're being ushered off, the storm giant looks back and is going to say,
I do not know who I lost, but I know that he was my kin.
and he hits his chest like a big war drum and it bellows out.
I will fight for you. I will bring fury for you. I will not lose another.
And he looks to Ingrid as well.
The seeds. All of it. For you.
He goes and takes his spot after that display.
What? Marhack's just kind of sitting here like, oh wow, I wonder who he's talking about. They must be really important.
Yeah, everyone's forgotten about him. It
I know.
sucks.
I really want to react to this, but
Yeah.
This story sounds heartbreaking.
I don't think I would want to, I reckon, but I feel like he'd be afraid after that display. He'd be like, man, if I say this badly, he could pulp me.
I can imagine when he transformed, like everyone stepping back and then Sylvie stepping forward and being like, oh, sick.
This goes back to like 3 tables ago for me.
Yeah, there's a lot of threads in this world.
Yeah.
Oh, we were going to go hang out with the Pirate King twice, I think, in this campaign. But we just
Yeah, early days we were, yeah. Oh,
Gonna-
man, imagine that.
help us. We were also going to ask them to help us with the demons, but we got distracted.
Ridley will make eye contact and sort of nod some heartfelt condolences.
Crazy.
There's a moment of pause as everyone sort of collects themselves and sits back down. A lot of eyes are looking to the giant.
Okay, now just for everyone else, this is the what documented giant in the history of Oak-and-Ash?
Second.
Yep. Giants don't exist in this world, guys. Well, not anymore. at
Actually,
least.
there's been one other sighting. There's been one other sighting, and that was in that. But that was that? No, it was in this timeline.
No, that was this timeline.
Yep.
That was for me 2 or 3 tables ago.
Alright.
I still 2.
Ellie, Jacob, do we feel like we should mention Marhack at this point? I mean, not Marhack, Makari at this point to them, or should we just...
We don't remember
figure it
We
out?
don't remember.
And
Makari.
Makari's all
Oh,
memories of
that's right.
Makari's gone.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
that's why
That's
they're
why I
saying
said what
they
I
don't know
said,
who they
yeah.
lost, but they're
Yeah.
They move
forgot about
to
that.
action.
I forgot.
Sounds
that.
important.
I'm just super excited to have that awkward one-sided conversation with Ingrid, being like, "Do you remember us? I saw you like 6 years ago."
What?
I have someone to present.
The child stands up.
They're kind of experts on the whole demon thing. Usually they remain hidden, but I'm ready to reveal them to the council. I would ask anyone, apart from the heroes of the Descent, our advisor, and the Storm Shepherds, please leave the room.
All the rest of the crowd around you moves out.
Oh, I'm so nervous. Who is this?
I'm so excited.
Walking into the room, clad in black leather, you see a man with slick back hair, a handsome, murgish face. He has a collar that sort of comes up, part of like a leather trench coat. He walks into the room and he looks at you with his dapper smile, taking you all in. Well, this is interesting. You sure?
Hi.
Who are you, handsome man? I didn't say that.
Oh, I reckon Sophie did. Sophie's hunting for a boyfriend.
Well, come on, introduce yourself.
He walks up to the council, gives a nod. It's almost sarcastic. He looks back, and then takes you guys in and gives a less sarcastic nod to you guys. I'm Dayron, the leader of the Black Coin. And it appears that you have a demon problem on your hand. My organization, coveted as it is, are experts on expunging such matters. Now, recently, we have lost 2 members of our organization. 3, actually, but that's another matter. Before I can begin, I would like to reclaim back what is ours.
Oh, right.
Yisha skips up,
Here you go.
hands over 2 black coins. Thank you. As I was saying, our organization is experts in all matters demon. We know how to kill them and kill them good. We know how to close up portals and rips. However, from what we know about Ashborne, this would be even challenging for us. He pockets the coins. You will have our aid. I will call our other agents. We will meet you at Ashborne and help you in the fight. As Yisha was saying, the secrecy of our organization is paramount. So I would ask that you do not share our existence with anyone else. Anna is going to chime in.
I had heard rumors of your kind. Are they true?
I'm not gonna do some show for you like the giant, and he looks over to the giant. But some of them may well be.
Interesting. And how do you...
We're not one for answering questions.
Very well.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, there's just a moment during as Dayron's speaking, especially when he says he's from the Black Coins, Marhack will mutter, "Gorbel." In his mind, drawing a connection there.
Yeah, do you say that out loud enough to hear?
More for just the group. It's just cluing everyone into his thoughts.
Yeah, hell yeah. Is there anything else?
Just when they asked us to keep it a secret, Ridley just sort of leaned back and mimed licking his lips.
Sorry.
You get the feeling that this character is very much it's classified sort of character. So, and I will take my leave. Thank you for returning our property. You just send when, Yesha? Of course. He walks out after a gracious bow. You can see that the council is like really taking in most of what's happening here, noting things being proven to even them.
What's Lortian looking like in this whole
Just
show?
soaking it up, and actually hasn't said a word at all.
So is he the last one to talk?
No one's addressed Lortian.
Oh,
Our Lord
Time to pistol
Noah
whip,
is-
dude.
There's been no reason for him to talk. He's just taking note. He's the type of guy that will say the fewest words.
But Benedict would ask him something.
Yeah, Benedict's not here.
Lortian, how's the weather?
Yeah. Okay, alright, I'll take it. No,
How's the weather out there? No, I can't play. Want some candy?
there is no light here. That's just me practicing the voice. Anyway, he hasn't said anything.
Sylphie won't say anything, but she will eye him with a curious suspicion.
He looks back at you expectingly.
I'm gonna say anything.
Well, hero of the descent, do you have something to address me with?
She will take she'll stand up and sort of take a look around the room again. What can Xantu do to help us?
What Xantu does best. He will collect the souls. I will bring the ravens. I also have ways to weaponize the squad. However, it would be unwieldy. There is a chance that we could even kill our own forces. Sabana is gonna look. Are you mad? The squad!
History check on the scored.
Yeah, can I roll?
Go ahead.
I want to learn. Do I do religion?
Yeah, religion.
19.
Would this be something I would know, Josh? Or what? I have no idea what a scored is. I got no clue
So,
what, like,
yeah,
as a player that is.
history and religion is fine, if you want to roll it.
This is my first session with having literally anything on my modifier for a religion check, and I rolled a natural one.
Lady Clavel's gonna chime in.
How dare you bring their name in these chambers?
Okay,
I rolled a 19.
A 19.
scored.
What did you
Natural
roll?
one.
Natural one.
Natural one. So 5.
Did anyone else want to roll?
29.
29.
Yeah, sure. I've
this-
got new dice. Wait.
Go ahead.
Hey, that's a straight 17.
Okay. The Scored, a zealous faction of that follow Xantu. Think locusts. They bring their maddening teachings to many places. MC warning. They rape, raid, and kill.
We don't
They
want them.
score themselves with the number 4 in the name of Xantu. They believe that death is a gift, and all should have it.
The Scourge.
Yeah.
I would be surprised if we don't meet them in the battlefield.
We are fighting demons. Not much better. Perhaps if we send them in first, we could kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
And any
So to
survivors
speak.
too.
Ooh.
Nice.
Your words are disgusting and unworthy of an avatar, Lorshinvel.
Oof.
You would risk your own factions that you have sworn to uphold. I'm surprised Xantu has patience for you.
The Scourge are more a force of nature, if anything. I wouldn't be doing anything different than Tredo is doing with his storm shepherds. Merely point them in a direction and watch the effects.
The faults in your logic are huge and unreasonable. It is truly insightful, your words, as to what type of person you are.
Your opinion of me, boy, does not bother me.
Mine
You
maybe
speak.
not. But there are ranks of the Avatar I assume will speak out against you one day.
You can see that
And the Utradax name does hold great weighting.
there are several nods from the other council members in this moment. Lorshin notes what you're saying and considers what you said.
Not everything fits inside your little boxes. Utradak. You must consider chaos. But your kind has always struggled with that. It's probably why your
Father, he's speaking as if he's here. But not, because he knows he's here.
Mm.
He doesn't shoot him a glance, he just keeps an eye contact with you.
never rose to that of Arcomb's avatar, and is
Ooh.
nothing more than a advisor.
If you live to see the end of this war, Vel, you will feel the wrath of Arcomb and the Utradax.
Are you threatening
How
me?
dare you insult my father? How dare you quote on chaos? Chaos is not the issue. It is evil, destruction. One you almost seem to be gleefully wielding into. Pick your side. Enough with your petty words.
He takes note. He looks at the
So
rest
my
of
high
your
guys in your
companions.
sleep tonight,
Yeah, he looks at the
guys.
rest of your companions, and he considers your hostility.
Did he ever take particular notice of Ridley, by the way?
Oh yeah, definitely.
He probably would have seen Oren half agreeing with him when he said point them at a direction, unleash them like a weapon. Oren would have been like, "Yep,
Yeah. All right. So, do we want to take a quick 10-minute break?
Yeah, I need to catch up on my notes because I just gave up.
I think I got most of the notes down. The big note, scored are not chill. Yeah, let's take a tenner. Come back and
All right,
10
cool.
to 10.
Yeah, let's do it. And then we got some more stuff I've got planned, and then we'll keep going, keep on trucking. All right, guys, thanks for being here for this this first half of what we're playing here. Even in heated situations like that, we love each other. So don't stress
It's
about
Vel
that.
I hate,
Yeah,
not
it's
Josh.
Vel he hates, not me. So we will.
And we love to hate him, so.
We will be right back after a quick break, stretch our legs, and get a drink and all that jazz. So thanks for being here, and I've got some really exciting stuff when we get back. So all right. Yo, we just got raided by
Hey,
Rob the
guys.
GM. Rob, I miss you, Rob.
What's going on?
Rob, Robert.
No, he was legitimately talking about that yesterday. He's like, I miss Robert.
Rob, when are we gonna do something together again? I want to play D&D. Rob, how was your stream? What were you doing? What's going on? How are you? I miss you. we're at very high level. Hi, I'm Josh, the Dread GM. Raiders, welcome on in. These are my fellow storytellers. One of them's missing. That's fine. This is one of our behind the scenes episode 22. Hells yeah! Remember to follow Trent if you haven't already. You're the best. Fancy. This is our high level campaign. We are now presiding. Right now we're playing. It's a level 14.
Level 11.
11.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're doing downtime to get up to level 13 though.
Hells yeah.
Oh, I don't have to do that.
Yeah, you're lucky.
True
So
scene paid off as well, and I'm happy about that.
Rob is a great friend of ours here. We have done a great many things together, including we did a massive Starlight stream where we did a 12-hour stream, and we had an amazing game of D&D together for that. But after that, we also did a 24-hour stream where we attempted to try and speed run Tomb of Annihilation, which was super hard. We didn't get through, but we did do the whole 24-hour stream, which was awesome. These guys here, they play Dungeons and Dragons with me, and we've been playing together for many years as well, and they are fantastic storytellers.
Bit more than 2, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, over 2 now. We had our 2-year anniversary earlier this year, I'm pretty sure.
Ooh, my next ep to edit for YouTube is the dreaded one-shot where I played Valkar. That was so cool, man. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a secret poster. Secret poster
Not
that
so
we never
secret
released.
anymore.
YouTube
It
dreaded
all
one-shot.
got green screened out anyway.
Yeah, so I will be inspired to set up another one-shot shortly. Let's go. I'm ready to play, Rob. I just finished my my Goa games as well, so my Friday night fully opened up as well. So I'm super excited. So yeah, we play Dungeons and Dragons. Our tables, we focus on player development and storytelling development. We make sure that the players are as comfortable as possible being descriptive, being creative, being silly, and also we just focus on building each other up. So that's something that we focus on with our tables, and I focus on as a GM. Outside of that, our community is very much like that. We are a creative community where we focus on creative confidence. We want people to be writing, drawing, singing, laughing, all that awesome stuff. So what we do is we have Thursdays we have a community night where we look at everyone's creations throughout the week as well, because being creative is so gosh darn hard sometimes, and you just need to say, let us begin. Yeah, so we have a lot of fun here, and we absolutely adore Robert Hart, the GM, and we cannot wait to have him back on this channel. And I'm so keen. I love the art. God no, monks are so OP and awesome. They are. This game in particular has been popping off. So the games that we play, 2 of them are in, or 3 of them, one's not on stream. They play in a consistent world. So a consistent world is where the characters exist in the same world with each other, and so they can affect each other's games. Now, what's happened, this table in particular is a high-level table, and so they've done a great many things in this world. Like,
We're heroes.
You are heroes. Recently, they just brought back the angels, and the angels haven't been back in this world for beyond records. They don't know what happened to them, but now they're back, and they're doing a war meeting because the world is being infested by demons. with a coalition of Illithids. They also these guys here just recently expunged a threat known as the Spell Plague, whereas there's this undead curse that was ravaging the game world, where the undead would literally eat magic from people or rip their spell slots out of them and then leave them unable to cast magic. M here recently sacrificed her character and the memory of another one of the characters here to alter the world, because there are these artifacts in the world known as shards of creation, which allow you to create anything or alter anything if you are of a certain lineage and the sacrifice is ample enough to do so, unless you are a part of the precursor race. The lineage being
so much lore.
Yeah, there's so much lore. I'm trying my best here. So right now we're in the
it's
we're in
a
the
big
culmination
campaign
of it.
you're trying to summarize.
It's a
I feel
2.5
for
year
you.
campaign.
So Rob, when are we
We also hit stuff.
Yeah, we also hit stuff. There's a lot going on. Rob, when are we having you on again? When are you coming to play D&D with us? We miss you. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that in chat. I'm gonna hit you up. I miss you. So what was I saying recently was that, yeah, now you want to just play now? Should we just bring Rob on now?
Just give him an NPC.
Yeah,
No.
just make Rob in the.
Yeah, make him belt.
Let's go. Do you guys okay with it? Do you want to bring Rob on?
I would love to
if
kill
he
Rob.
wants
I
to
mean,
be like
well,
tri-seal, that'd be pretty funny.
We can bring Rob on if you guys are okay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm easy.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's make a character, Rob. Let's go. We're in break right now, and then you're gonna get a lore dump. But okay.
I'm joking. It's midnight.
Actually, yeah, Rob would do really well with Yisha. Actually, yeah. Okay, it's midnight. That's fine. It's fine. I'll catch up with you soon, and we'll play. Nice troll though. You got me.
Or did you get
I'm
Rob?
not pulling another all-nighter. That's fair. That's totally fair. But we gotta do D&D soon. I miss it. Yeah. Valkar. I'd like to continue Valkar on, because Valkar was a jam. Okay, cool. So please stay with us. We are during a break right now. So what we'll do is we'll let the break be on screen, and then when we're ready to jump back in, we'll jump back in. We've got some more massive lore jumps. Yeah, fancy. I got trolled hard. Not pulling another all-nighter. That's amazing. Yeah. See what you did there. It's 2:30 or 53 a.m. here for me. This song always reminds me of that last scene with Ganlin. I know it's trolling, but I was so excited anyway. What was that?
We should see what Ganon's up to.
Yeah. Why not? Go talk to the Fate Forger? Oh.
Yeah.
Rob, so I don't know if you got to see got to see it revealed, but the blood in the library that was being torrented in by the Illithids was actually being brought in from the River Styx. So that blood that made the dog forget itself, or people that touched it forget itself, it was torrented blood from the River Styx. And that's why that was surrounded by demons and stuff like that, which was super cool. And they fought a giant golem that was created from that. It was pretty dope. Yeah, I'll legit get thinking about carrying on Valkar's story while I'm editing it. Yes, let's go. All right, guys, I have selfishly taken up the stage here. Does anyone want to say hello to chat? Tell them where we can find you.
Hello.
No.
No, that's fine.
Just vacant waving
Yeah.
is enough.
Second Marhack.
Yeah. Rob says it wasn't meant to be a troll. I didn't expect him to say yes to a random inviting himself to a game. So anyway, Rob, I miss playing with you so much. So that's how much I miss playing with you. It comes off a little bit
Probably
sad, but
random.
that's fine.
Use it,
Yeah.
Rob.
Look,
Use it.
All I'm saying is Christmas is coming up, and we'll probably have some Christmas one-shots happening, and I play some pretty fun Christmas one-shots last
It's
year.
so good.
Yeah. Last year we did a toy one-shot. So everyone here played a toy, and they were fighting the forces of Funko, who were trying to steal Christmas and convert all the toys to Funko Pops.
I still think Sir Teddy is one of the best characters I think I've ever made.
I'm honestly thinking about
Captain
rehashing
Feathersword.
Barbarian
Yeah.
Barbie again.
A little gnarly there.
Yeah, Xmas one-shots are coming up, so we will arrange that soon actually, and then and we'll do our. I'll probably be down for a Christmas one shot with you. Love your DM style. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. So do you need to run? If you need to run, Rob, I'll hit you up on Discord and we'll catch up. I know that after streaming you must be poyered like a poyer. Yeah, I should. Yes. Okay. Well, I will be the strong one between the two of us and say go with love and luck. And thank you for bringing your peeps here. Welcome on in, guys. We're gonna do some more storytelling in a second with these absolute gems of players, each and every one of them.
I'm a gem. I want to be a diamond.
Can we get all the gosh darn hearts in chat for Rob, please? Thank you so much for the massive raid, my friend. Enjoy the stream, everyone. Take the referral, your name, drop a follow. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't cry, Josh. We've got a lot of roleplay happening here too. So like, that stuff that happened with the reference to Makari made me teary. So it's like, Makari, no.
I forgot that we forgot about him.
Yeah, you forgot about him. Yeah.
It reminded me of that. There was a moment in tonight's game that reminded me of that the Holt meme. It's just like, I specifically requested you have fun, and we were like, we don't want to talk.
Should we jump back in? Are you guys ready?
Please.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, sure.
So catch everyone up, especially the raiders that have come in. So far, these guys are sitting on the council of the Avatar of 8. This council are the rulers of the holy city of this world. Each one of the council of the 8 are representatives and avatars of their god. So we have the god of death, who these guys absolutely hate. We've also got the god of light. We've got the god of life. The god of nature. We've got the god of
Thunder.
Tempest.
Thunder.
Knowledge. Trickery. War. Yeah. And so what they're trying to do is, on this council, they're trying to gather these guys and then push them, get the forces to go fight the corruption that's happening in a place named Ashborne, where many of these peeps have people there still fighting the corruption there, demons on a daily basis, including Ilara, which is a massive monster that was created from Trent's other table.
No,
Yeah.
look, I'm not taking responsibility for that.
Sure. Okay. Fair.
No, I'm not. I didn't revive Kalara. It was a ex-player who touched her when she was already dead and revived her.
Amazing.
Law drop.
Yeah. So like, see, that's another example of the worlds being connected like that. They create things like that for each other. And that monster.
You're tangenting so
yeah,
much.
I am. All right. So now
I
that
thought we were jumping back in, and suddenly we're
they've
talking.
spoken to a bunch of people They've spoken to a bunch of people on the council, and they're all gathering forces. We've had some massive lore reveals, which is super cool. We've got some more to go as well. I've done a lot of role playing.
You've been really good.
You've been going amazing, man.
So where did we leave off? What was the last thing? We had the talk between
Marhack and Vel that just simmered.
War of words.
So Ari the Widow's Bloom, did you want to rectify to say that he did bring up the Widow's Bloom or no?
Yeah, so he did say that Xantu will gather their souls, so I think he meant the Widow's Bloom there.
Okay.
Using the Widow's Bloom, so he'll say that.
The Ravens and the Widow's Bloom are signed on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Saying that, yeah. Let's do it. The doors will open once again, this time even more light spilling in. You hear the sound of heavy, armored footfalls. The heavy plates clack and clatter together, and walking into the room, you see a squadron of angels. Their wings so pure. As they walk into the room, they hold the attention of everyone. Ahead of them, the one you know as Anafiel leads the charge. She walks up to the crystal pit in the middle and then looks back to you all.
So you have spoken.
Kalidor, the dragon turtle, avatar of war, looks and nods.
Yes, we have. And now we would ask you tell us of these shards of creation and where they have come from. We would have you tell us of where you have been and why you are back now.
Let me warm up my fingers for
Yeah, we're gonna
note taking.
quick writing. Celestial
Very well.
law, shard law.
Prepare yourselves.
We got everyone on it.
You see Anaphil look down at the crystal. Some of you may have heard of this before. Others may not have. She gestures out, and as she does, you start to see it take shape and form. You start to see a myriad of different things being formed out of it. Trees, people laughing and playing, birds, and they all adjust in hue due to the crystalline nature. However, there is solidness there, but you know that there's a sense of you can perceive that there is parts of it that are translucent. And as she speaks, this crystal dust forms around her words.
There was a time when the world was new.
Just hoping that affects not too much. Turn it down a little bit.
This time is known as the era of the Hadriel.
You guys able to understand this?
Yeah, this is loud and clear.
I'm just gonna repeat that last line.
This time is known as the era of the Hadriel. Our mothers and fathers, the ones you call gods, created us with an artifact known as the Cradle of Creation. Eight of them, 8 of us. Celestials, dragon, elemental, fae, fiend, giant, construct, aberration. Our parents nurtured us, taught us, and in time, we grew. When they thought us ready, we inherited the world. They broke the cradle of creation into 8 parts, gifting each Hadriel with their own shard. They wanted us to continue creating, making the world our own. For it was us who was tasked with the protection of the great trees of Oakenash. And before we knew it, they were gone.
You see, there's a sense of sadness in the pose that she's holding. Now, you do draw that the intent behind "they were gone" is that of the parents, not the trees.
The early days of the Hadriel were wondrous. We achieved so much.
Sorry, I typed this really fast, so I've miswritten, so I'm just trying to gather myself. For the world and the protection of the trees. The titans of the giants became grove guardians. They guarded the trees closely, basking in their shade. So big were the titans that they would call out to each other, filling our realms with laughter. Their smaller kin took to creating the Kinsu and the Doral, filling their realms with that of the forge, feast and ale, and filling our world with splendor. The Celestials filled the world with knowledge. We created flesh and spirit in hopes of uniting the Hadriel and their many creations. Humans were to touch all, embracing the many wonders of our world, diversifying and binding it. Dragons filled our world with adventure, hiding many treasures to be sought throughout the world. They created the Drakor and the Zardok in their image, acting as enforcers for all in creations, mighty and noble warriors to guard our many treasures. The elementals suffused our world with vibrance and substance. They created the Ito and the Rokra, beings of sea and air, ever watching from above and below. In time, our humans created the Ganassi, our first success. The Fae filled our world with emotion. They created the many wonderful beings, and they created many wonderful beings. Chief among them, the Ishte and the Griever. You see that she looks over again. So after this, I'll tell you what they look like, the various races, because they, again, you're seeing this in front of you form as she tells the story from the crystal sands, so you will know what they look like or what they're akin to. So at the end of this, I'll tell you. So I'll read that last line. Chief among them were the Ishte and the Griever. Sorry, Grevere. That's it. What was that?
That was our brains exploding.
Okay. Teaching nobility as well as mischief. In time, to our surprise, the Furbolgs came after a union of Fae and Giant. Fiends filled our world with strategy, keeping us sharp and reminding us to consider all things. The Fiends created the Urk and the Tower, as well as the Nilog. But in secret, they created much more. Constructs filled our world with time and technology. They created no races, keeping to their realm, keeping their task, and never revealing their secrets. Aberrations filled our world with abstract and unknown. Many of their creations were weird and maddening. They keep to their deep realm, shut off from the rest of us. This suited us all. Our world flourished until the fiends went too far.
boundless gift of creation that they had been given was not enough. They tried to replicate other pieces of the Creator of creation. We believe that they did so in the attempt to gain the full, They intended to do so that they would have a complete artifact, so they could stand and rule above us all. This concept tore at the fabric of our reality and sundered our harmony. A great war broke out, and we began destroying the very thing that we had created, endangering our charge. The trees. The trees. From the replicated pieces of the shard of creation, fiend was split. Demons and devils they became. We could not stand to watch something we loved so deeply destroyed, so we decided to leave with our shard of creation and search for our parents. We would close the way and never look back. Sindor, the betrayer, schemed against us and stole our shard, cutting us off from Oakenash, leaving us with no way of getting back. He said it was not for us to abandon our Hadriel siblings and leave our charge unprotected.
Again, you take in the Muriel of the crystal sand above you. There's a whole story there for you to watch and see. Now, especially that end part, where Anafiel was describing the shards turning into demons. You see that the other 7 that were created manifested into massive beings, and from their forms, smaller versions of them mutated out. They stand taller than the devils. And just for your notes,
Oh.
I'm going to tell you exactly what each of them were. So you know Kinsu, or the Goliath. The Doral. They take the form of dwarves, and they were created from the giants. The Celestials created humans. We know this. The
Yeah, slow
Dracor.
down. Yep.
The Dracor are Dragonborn. This is a race you haven't seen. The Zardok are the lizard folk. These were created from the dragons. The Elementals created the Rokra, which are the Arakokra. The Aito are the Tritons. Someone you know, Sophie, you've seen, yeah, Ilkili. The Fae created the Ishtay, which are elves. And the Gravir are gnomes. Now, the Fiends created the Urk, the Tau, and the Nilog. The Urk are Orc. The Tau, sorry, not the Tau, T-A-U. They are Minotaurs. And the Nilog are goblins. Is there any other questions?
So many. And we're just gonna check our notes quickly.
Yeah, that's fine. I need to take a break.
Do you reckon you can send it to us in chat as well?
Yeah.
So sorry, the seven creatures that were formed out of the shards, were they the fake replicas that the devils made? I thought so. Cool. Would one of them have mayhaps been a giant hydra?
No.
Okay. That's the only connection I could have drawn. But that answers a lot still.
Big law.
Fuck, okay.
Okay.
What sort of forms did those 7 things take?
Yeah.
Or were you about to get into that?
I will say this. They look like the demon princes
Okay.
of the abyss.
Yep. Okay. That makes. Yep.
Was one of them Naira?
No.
Was one of them Imix?
No.
Imix would be an elemental. Yeah.
Hey, could be.
Is
In
the
disguise.
elemental. So they only mentioned air and sea.
Yeah.
Okay.
So humans led to the Ganassi.
Mm-hmm. And the fact that Firbolgs came from the Fae and the Giants? That's...
Yeah.
Yeah.
what a
So
cool
the
combo.
angels were surprised about that as well, because the humans were meant to create the other lives around them by being affected by the world.
Oh, and we found out where gnomes came from.
Yep.
Yay.
And we know Dragonborns do have
Existed.
And when they showed the imagery of a Dragonborn, would that suit like a normal player's expectations of what a Dragonborn would look like, or did they look different?
I think that all of the races looked different.
Mm.
More wild, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
More new,
Less evolved.
less refined.
Mm-hmm.
More untamed, basically.
Yeah.
It's like not less civilized.
Okay.
Okay. So when you guys are ready, I'll jump back in.
So the humans made the Ganassi with the shard, and they used.
No, the humans
No?
were meant to go and diversify everything.
Right.
So like mix
That's
with
supposed to be
everything,
Zeus.
absorb different cultures. Yeah, Zeus, stuff like that.
Okay.
Fuck everything.
Yeah. MC warning. I didn't want to say that.
Stop being horny on main.
Get the little squirt bottle out.
No, bad human.
Man, aberrations.
Yeah, they stuck to their their deep.
I've got for aberrations. I've got aberrations created well. ... aberrations.
I was writing so fast. I've got aberrations, unknown, mystery, and then an arrow that just said very, and then under a line that said things just went really far. Sarah, hit me out with some of your notes in a minute.
No, sorry. It is 7 because they needed 8, so they tried to create 7 different others. All right.
Okay, and the constructs.
Each one had a tree.
Constructs
yet there's
manage
not a
time and
tree.
technology,
And they didn't.
and they stayed out of everything.
Are there not 8 trees, Trent? Sorry.
In Oakenash.
6.
Yeah,
There
it's
are
not in Oakenash, it's not. There's only 6, so the other 2 are elsewhere.
There's a
The
reason
great
for that.
trees.
There's a reason. There's a reason why there's 6, and I think Trent was there for the original reveal.
I've been to the Clockwork Place,
But
I
have
believe. Well, not me being there, but
Do
another
you remember
player,
why there were
and
6
I was
trees?
there.
There's a reason. It's okay if you don't. You will probably discover it in
remember.
future.
Yeah, I don't remember.
That's fine.
It was a long time ago.
That's okay. It was a really long time ago.
Welcome back, y'alls.
How we doing? We recovered yet?
Okay.
M hasn't said
Yeah.
a thing. Neither has Ra.
I do have a question, but
Yeah.
I want to see because it's just going to be about Cinder also.
Yeah. You know, do you want to ask me about this indoors? You want to ask Anafil about this indoors?
I feel.
Come here, buddy.
All right, Brad, did you?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, it's a lot of lore.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've written so many pages and none of it makes sense. My writing is so bad.
Yeah.
No, but it's either give up on the idea or try to abbreviate it and hope that you can come back.
You
to
can
it.
always watch the episode later as well.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, I think I'm ready to continue forward.
Em?
Yeah. So, sort of rubbing his temples at the sheer volume of information. Ridley will ask, so who was Sindor and do you know what became of them?
Yeah.
He was our brother. As for what became of Sindor, we are unsure. But we would like to find this out.
Could he still be alive?
It is a possibility. Yes.
He leans back and just continues to ruminate on what he's been told.
It's at this point that Hano is going to chime in. By the way, welcome on in, Raiders. I'm Josh, the Brodo GM, and these are my fellow storytellers. We are in some very heavy lore RPG. We play in a consistent world, so everything is connected, and these guys absolutely are enjoying the lore, I'm hoping. And that's what we're finding out now as well. So we are in some pretty heavy roleplay stuff right now, but we absolutely adore you, especially Arvidos. I hope your stream was dope. What was it? We are jiving. So if you haven't been following this arc, it's super complicated, but in the best way. Absolutely adore it. We stream Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Dungeons and Dragons. On a Thursday, we have a community night. Our community is focused on creative confidence because it's important you be creative, and we believe that as well. Not only that, it's hard to be creative, so we want to try and build creative confidence. What creative confidence is that you need to have that confidence to draw, write, role play, and all that stuff. And we want to help you foster that as well. Please, thank you for being here with us. Paint stream, hells yeah. Merchant and a bit of world building, yes. Hells yeah. If you haven't checked out Arvidos, please do. Arvidos is an amazing storyteller and painter, as from what I've seen. So definitely worth checking out Arvidos, heading over there and following. And thank you so much for bringing the Raiders here. Just jumping back into it, Hano is going to chime in here.
I believe I can weigh in on Sindor. The archives say that Durham was once founded by Sindor, and he was once the king.
The king.
In time, like your 8, he entrusted 8 others to take his place as ruling council. Reports say that Sindor left Durham after this, traveling north towards Thackeroon. As to why, the records do not state.
What's Lil Shin's reaction to that little tidbit?
This.
Pretty much. 24/7 big brain in it. Just like soaking it in.
Interesting. And once we are done with this Ashborne expunging our Hadriel siblings' folly, we will look to the north
in search of our celestial brother. He will answer for his crimes against our kind.
If I may, I have a couple of questions for you, Anathime.
Of course.
First being, we have seen the effects of a mortal using the Shot of Creation. I'm not sure if you have been made aware, but one Corbell, you owe her your existence on the prime material plane today.
Indeed.
She sacrificed herself, and due to some information I have found out today, I believe sacrificed again, or something else. And he'll turn to the Stormbringers. I have not heard of a Storm Shepherd before today. But for all of us to not remember, not even yourselves, not even Tredor, I could assume maybe a price was paid. I am curious, Anathime. The stone you hold is the Angel Stone. I am not sure of the descent or the heritage of Corbell. But if, say, Hano, a tiefling, one I assume to be of fiend blood, was to touch your stone, what would happen?
The consequences would be dire.
And if you were to touch the fiend stone?
We are Hadriel. It is our birthright.
Thank you. Now I forgot my second question. Hold on.
Can we get a celestial land?
There has been a number of Hadriel encounters reported in recent times. A name has been spread around the world now. A name keeps propping up of an Archdevil, a Hadriel. If I was to say the name Naira to you, would it mean anything?
I do not know this name. But the Archdevils and Devilkin are the ones that bring strategy and deception. Is a very clear strategy.
The point of that question, Josh, was for Marhak to inspect each of the faces of the 8 and Puppy-Utradak, not Anathimes. When Marhak said the name Naira, who gave what reaction?
Okay, give me an insight check. It's a tall order. Searching 8 faces.
Tall. I know. If he was to pick 2, Papavel and Puppy-Utradak.
I already have eyes on Papavel. If I could,
Okay.
I don't know, either assist with that or do it myself.
Up to you.
Come on.
What do you want to do, assist or do your own?
Up to Jacbon.
You can roll your own, dude, because, yeah. I'm going to use my inspiration.
Okay. All right, and then this is for all of them or certain people?
Okay. If I was to pick 2, Papavel definitely,
Okay, Papavel.
and Puppy-Utradak, because he's
Okay.
just curious.
I also used inspiration.
Without any pluses, it is a 15.
23 on mine.
Ooh.
You search their faces for any twitch or glimmer of understanding or denotion. Nothing betrays itself with a 15.
Okay.
What'd you say, Ridley?
23.
23, and this is for Papa Vel?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Mahak, that was for the 2 that you said.
Vel.
And this
It
is
might
for
be
Vel.
too late.
Yeah.
But I forgot that I had this, my Flash of Genius,
Yep.
which allows me to add a +6 to any roll,
Okay.
which would bring it to a 21. If you're okay with using that, I would. I have
Just tell me how
already
you
realized
use
it's a failure.
because it can be. Give me a descriptor.
Well, we'll just say for Papa Utradak.
And pick one.
Yeah, for Papa Utradak, he has spent a lot of time with his father. He knows his tells. He knows what specifically to look for. And whereas with Vel, it was kind of hopeful. For Papa Utradak, it's more of a zoned in, concentrating on him. Yeah.
Okay. So 21.
Yeah.
And you got a 23 for Vel?
Yeah, 23 for Val.
Eyebrow raise for Vel.
Mhm.
For Utradak, takes out his pipe and begins to smoke it, shaking his head.
They gotta kill them all, guys. They're all in cahoots.
You made this one. This is your own damn fault this time.
How does anyone else? Does everyone else want to interact?
Yeah, like I feel like Sylphie is pretty enamored by what the angel is saying. Her eyes would dart to the council though at the name of Naira. Yeah, I guess am I able to roll a perception check to see if I notice the eyebrow raise, or is that past its moment?
Yeah, go ahead. If you want to use that as a tag.
Yeah, sure. Let us. It's insight.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Another natural 1,
Oh no.
which is a 12.
Nope.
The angels are pretty bright.
Yisha is looking like she's having so much fun.
I'm
Bobbing
kind
her
of
back and
envious.
forward, just like going like this. Yeah.
Sylvie feels like perhaps she should be over there with that that avatar and hang out.
All right.
I
Anything
think
else?
that's all the questions.
It is a long shot. You might be aware, the Hadriel these days are a forgotten race. It is your spawn and your creations who rule the world now. Giants, a few, and he'll pointedly look towards the Pirate King.
Grunts.
Dragons no longer claim the skies.
You haven't seen any of them.
Not for a long time.
The reports speak of one. Or several, in fact.
Do you have
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Do you have ways of, for lack of a cosmic term, call the banners, to contact them, to announce your presence if they are not already aware? Such powerful allies against the consequence of your siblings' greed would be immense in our battles ahead.
Our presence already does so. The horns of the heavens have been blown. People know, our kind know that we are here once again. And if they wish to be known, they will come forth.
And I'm going to quickly bring up something. Bear with me. Where is it?
Not to lie in the face of an angel, when asked about the dragons, Sylphie just puts her head down and then gives a very shy nod.
No, all things fantasy. Thank you for bringing the raiders in. Hi, I'm Josh, the GM, and these are my fellow storytellers. We are at the back end of a very lore-heavy session, which has been a lot of fun. So the Hano's gonna lean forward and confirm the reports of several dragon sightings. There's the black one. According to our sources, he is ravaging the north of Lukar and Doreen. There is also the one that is at Ashborne. Copper dragon, known as Bialdred Kyla. Sorry, no, the brass. No, sorry, let me rephrase that. The copper one. Ah, yes. Bialdred. I enjoyed many an occasion with that sweetie. Sorry, that sweetling.
He's ancient, dude. Ancient. Is that it?
So
I had one more question.
Yeah, go ahead. They're just reporting the different sightings.
This is incredibly selfish of me to ask. I am expecting an earful from my father and Hano herself to berate me. We have heard tell of records, of knowledge, of a library, of Archon the god himself. With your powers and with this shard, could you return it to us?
We know of this archive. It has long been since we've visited its many walls. It is lost to us as well. Now that we have our shard of creation, there is a chance that we can restore our connection. It will take time, however, and it is not for all to wield its great power. In read to the collecting of the Hadriel. Yep, okay. Perhaps we should send you as emissaries to the Hadriels. Would you be willing to go to the various planes to beseech them?
No.
Can we start with
No. Josh.
The journey will be long and arduous,
Oh, that's so tempting.
and fraught with peril. But you would witness of many great things. As your GM, I'm going to say if you want to do a planar act, I'm willing. However, it'd be very interesting. So if you don't want to do a planar act, then we would be moving into the Ashborne push of the leg of the journey. You've
We're
got
so
several
close
forces.
to the end, guys.
But plan our adventures.
Yeah, but plan our adventures, dude.
Yeah, that's if you want. That's if you want the Hadriel to help you with the Ashborne thing. If not, you'll have to wait.
Let us discuss that as a table and not answer straight away, because I think that's
Over the
a
break.
big shift.
Yeah, that's like,
Yeah.
god damn it.
Yeah, I guess in regards to that question, Sylphie will shuffle forward. As such an honor as that would be, we would have to discuss what that would mean for the people we'd leave behind. Our journey is to Ashborne, but we will consider your offer and request.
Very well. If you sorry, I stuttered. If you decide that Ashborne must be saved before reconnecting the Hadriel, and if you prove yourselves, then we will name you emissaries of the celestial realm. What do they call it when you have like soil in a country? Embassy.
Embassy, yeah.
Yep. If you expunge the demon scourge and restore balance here on Oakenash, then you will be worthy of an embassy in the celestial realm, and you, its caretakers. That is if you wish to become so. Looks to Aaron, who just wants to go home.
That's dope. That's so cool.
Yeah. So I'm saying that we can do a plan our adventure after Ashborne if you want.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Your shard. The Angel Stone.
Yes.
Now that you have your power back and access to our plane, what are your plans? What are your goals?
You said it
you
well,
wish-
Dural.
Stop it.
Oh.
Our creations have inherited Oakenash. We would guide you, nurture you, and teach you. We are weary to use the power of the stone after witnessing its terrible consequences. It will be safeguarded.
With such teachings and guidance and dealings with your people, will there become a day where inheritance comes into play?
Please elaborate, Dural.
When you want to leave our plane again, will you give us the charge of the shard?
No.
Can you kill Loshi and Vel for us, or is that just like...
Is that too soon?
Is that too soon? Okay.
The council members allowing you ask your questions as the hero of the descent they want you as informed and as involved as possible, especially with your experience with Ashborne and the things that you have done and completed. So they're giving you the floor, but they are holding considered expressions, taking note.
Does anybody else have questions? Because I've been talking.
No, you've
Yeah.
answered almost all of them, and it's been awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I was going to ask if they were going to start tinkering again now that they had the shard, and then they're like, oh, no, we're done with that. So every time I have a question, it gets answered. So
Okay.
The only the last thing is like, can we have a theme park in Celestial Realm, like a big slide that goes to the material?
Do you say that?
No,
Okay.
my goodness, no.
Escalator to heaven, highway to hell will be.
All right.
No, it's quiet. Taking it all in.
Yeah, sorry, Adana has it right. I don't know how to stop drawing connections, and it feels like smoke is coming out. Welcome! Enjoy your stay.
Yeah.
How we feel.
We don't have jackets yet because we keep not sure what to put on them because all the lines keep getting linked back to different things. Oh, adorable. That's adorable.
I know, adorable is adorable. Oh, stop it.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I'm a Griever.
All right.
You're a griever, right?
Griever. All right.
Any more questions?
I think that's all the questions that we had to ask.
Aaron's got nothing
Aaron?
to say.
Oh, you were frozen for a second, bro.
It's very big. Big, one could say a big picture.
Consider the big picture.
It's almost like there's a frame that we're seeing past.
All right.
Oh,
Very well. Then let us plan.
Sorry, go ahead.
In definitely Marhack's best interest, not Jacbon's. Doom's troops are weary and untrained. Our people have never fought against an army of demons. Most have never even seen one, believe them to be fairy tales. The city has changed, and our soldiers need training. Namely, people such as ourselves. Stop it, Ellie!
no.
Namely ourselves and the avatars, the main players. We need training. Your angels have not even seen the evolutions that your siblings have undergone. Do you think it would be helpful for us to have a mock battle? To test our mettle? To improve ourselves?
There is truth to your words, Doro.
Yes!
Yes.
And so, let us begin planning our campaign to take back Ashborne. We will have war games.
War games.
As this happens, Anafiel is going to splay her hands, changing the collection of the story that was being told, and it starts to take shape now. And as it does, you start to see it take shape of the land around Ashborne, and you can see those many demons fighting in waves across its form. Much of the landscape is covered with corruption and battle.
Is this real time? Can I see Geo?
Where's Utag?
Where's the tag?
It's then that you see Drake flying in the skies.
He's okay.
Following him once again is Ilara. Drake gets tackled. They plummet to the ground. They hit heavy. Drake tries to breathe its breath weapon at Ilara, but it's to no effect, as there is this blast of psionic energy. Drake winces in pain and starts to struggle. Ilara's many tentacles start to writhe and wrap around Drake now is unable to take flight. You can start to see scales being torn and ripped away.
Sylphie
The
cries
brain
out.
in Alara's head starts to pulsate. Go ahead. Sylphie cries
Oh,
out.
yeah, she just cries out straight.
More and more demons start to wave towards Drake now. It's a very dire situation. You see Drake's front arm break under the pressure of one of the tentacles.
No, we have to help
The
him.
Drake roars out in pain. Again tries to snap at Elara, but she's too powerful. She pushes him down. Running from the distance, you see a treant in the shape of Pog. The tree of Pog pushes off Elara and takes out its massive wild great axe and swipes, cutting many tentacles between. Elara screams in pain and takes flight.
Get out of here, Alara. Get out of here.
Pugtree helps up Drake, and Drake takes flight again. And
Pugtree's alive.
Pugtree continues to swipe at scores of demons, endlessly, tirelessly. We move to another part of the battlefield, and we see Utag smashing demons back, behind, front, leaving nothing but puddles there. And next to him is Bilgrim. Mirroring Bilgrim's movements are many other flesh hulks. You can see that they are, there's several of them smashing just like Utag is. They look tired. Worn. Utag is missing much of his metal, and pluming from those missing places are various plumes of fire. But the fire is weak and dying.
Sylphie has started to become quite emotional at the sight.
There's no sight of Tati. You don't know where Tati is. You look, you can't see.
What about Gio?
Can't see Geo either.
Were we all transported here?
This is the crystal sand showing you the depiction
Oh,
of
the
the
crystal
battlefield.
sand?
Yeah. Off in the distance. Biggest among them. You see what looks like a giant gnoll wielding a mace that's moving towards Utag and Bilgrim, and they don't see it. The many laughs of demonic gnolls start waving towards the two of them. Corrupted wolves that have yellow eyes and tails, like scorpions, run over in that direction as well. As Pugtree continues to cut down scores and scores of demons, you see another huge demon start making its way towards Pugtree, and as Pugtree turns to meet its gaze, you see a giant minotaur. Huge it stands. Your stories would probably call it Baphomet.
We need Naira.
That is where we're leaving tonight's session.
We have Baphomet and that Knoll. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna say his name. I know what his name is, but I'm not gonna say it. Yeah, we definitely can't go. We definitely can't go planar jumping, dude. We need to get down there.
No. But Pog's okay.
He's about to take on Baphomet on his own. They started running towards each other.
Totally what Pog would do.
Oh yeah.
That's exactly what Pog would do, dude.
Just because he's a tree doesn't mean he's not.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have Senso the Mong. God damn it.
Yeah. What a gosh darn lore heavy episode. Wow.
Oof.
Let's get some lo-fi happening. We know we need to say bye to Trent in 5 minutes. So what we'll do is we will get Trent to say his favorite moments, and we'll say anything that we favorite moments for Trent quickly as well.
Should we do like overarching favorite moments tonight?
Yeah, we've still got half an hour.
It was just because it was more lore heavy than character heavy.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah. So I want to get Trent out ASAP. So T-Swizzle, what was your favorite self moment? What did you appreciate tonight? Is there any lines you're like, yeah, that was dope?
Not really. To be honest with you, I barely did anything.
Yeah.
But no, look, I enjoyed listening to all of that. It was good. Oren, I don't know. I just imagine Oren like just enthralled by all this information, which most of it he wasn't fully aware of. Like, he had heard bits and pieces, you know. Part of it he had heard as myth or rumors, and just, you know, he didn't really know how much truth was in a number of that stuff. And then hearing it all firsthand and shown to him as well, he's just like, oh my god.
Whoa. Taste the rainbow, man.
Pretty much, yeah. The information rainbow.
Yeah. All right. Do we have so wait, we're doing overarching now? So then, what was your overarching highlight then? Favorite moment? T-Swizzle, because it was just all the lore.
Oh yeah, I think finding out.
So mine.
In particular, I think finding out who created what races. That was that was quite amazing and eye-opening. Like, having gnomes descend from Fae. Yeah. Or created from Fae is pretty cool. It makes sense now why we may or may not have, I'm not alleging anything here, but may or may not have stolen the shard.
Yeah.
Not alleging anything, just may or may not have, but may or may not have happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dope.
That was cool.
Yeah. Okay. So, did you want to, so yeah, I guess you can bounce now, because I think we're just doing overarching and just after game chats instead of like full favorite moments, because it was such a lore heavy session. Yeah, if you're jumping now, let's say goodbye to Trent. Trent, thanks for coming tonight and being here and bringing Oren to the table. Thank you so much for playing. The camera's gonna go haywire, but I'll fix it. What was that?
I said later, loser.
Wah, wah.
You're consistent, and that's applaudable.
Go with love and luck. And we'll catch you in the next one.
Catch you, Trent.
No.
Bye. Okay, I'm gonna fix these cameras super fast, and then we're gonna be good to go.
Session,
right.
dude. I need a cigarette.
Dude, I rolled twice tonight, and I rolled 2 now.
All right. So I'm just gonna fix these cameras. All right.
I rolled 3 times.
What were some highlights for you tonight?
But definitely have to say a shout out to Marhack for his calling out of Lawson. That was badass.
Yeah. This is dope. Em?
Am I next?
No, you're not. It's actually Marhack. I'm just trying to fix these cameras.
Okay. I was
Sorry.
like, no, I'm.
You're like, I picked an hour.
Oh god, where to fucking begin, dude?
Yeah.
Don't you take my 10.
Okay. Okay. The things I was holding most out for going into this session was the reveal of the 3 avatars we didn't know.
Yeah.
And as I said, I loved every single one of them.
Yeah.
Right?
Dope.
Tri-Steels just kind of fit so perfectly.
Yeah.
The Dragon Turtle, dude, we haven't seen a Dragon Turtle since Sharkana, and that was like, these things exist? Question mark.
Yeah.
Are we sure we're seeing?
There's not many of them, to be honest, so he's kind of rare.
The Drow.
Yeah.
My favorite of the 3, dude. That was so cool.
Right.
I want to talk and interact with that Drow so much more.
Oh yeah.
Props to you for the way you handled having to talk and communicate through so many different NPCs at once.
Yeah.
It
I had
was
to
a
pause
struggle,
for a second.
but
Yeah.
man, you handled it extremely well, and like it just felt right.
Thank you so much.
You did it so well. Like when you were switching between the characters, I knew who was speaking, why they were saying the things I was saying. Like it all meshed. Can't wait to kill Papa Vel.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
he's so cool.
Can't wait to talk to Papa Yutradak. Your art is amazing.
Please post it.
Yeah. No, I will.
I put him on the screen.
Hell yeah.
Also, I guess the last thing I'll say is your logical reasoning behind I've said this before. I'm just gonna frack. I'm gonna break and chip away and try and get every single little advantage, or like give me this. But like the questions that I asked that were kind of like, can we have this? Can we have this? You're like, more. No, you can't. You can't just have the library. You can't all just use the Shard of Creation. You can't just have the Shard of Creation.
No, Hana can't use the shard.
Why not? Oh man, this session it just feels like a reward, if that makes sense. It's
Yeah.
like we've fought through this entire arc, and we get all this juicy stuff.
It's kind of like when you guys got the giant lore for the first time. Like, when you got the giant lore for the first time.
Of course, dwarves being of giants.
Yeah.
Lol.
Yeah. And
Lol.
of course Utag wouldn't remember it. Like he's broken, so
Oh, it's amazing, dude. It's just so good.
yeah. I love
Just
it.
so good.
Oh, thank you so much. M?
Okay, so it's definitely a you thing, so I feel bad because I wanted to do like an overarching thing for everyone. But it kind of involves us all, and that's the fact that you managed to tie things from all these other games. Because for everyone watching, we've been playing together for years and years. And we've played different tables, different campaigns, different characters. And tonight you're like, oh, here's something that just you will recognize. Here's something that just you will know. And it was
Little piece, and you can have this little piece.
it's so special and cool to be like, oh, it's still here. It feels alive for us when that happens. And I want to meet those characters again. And yeah, it was amazing. That was really cool and very special.
Thank you so much. Ellie.
So, which page do you want? There's so many.
I don't know.
Okay, 100%. I have to agree with Jacbon. It felt like tonight, all week, the best thing I can akin it to is that it's been a locked box. And all week we've been talking about how excited we are because you were going to let us look into the box and see what's inside of it. But you just opened it and we were like, there's so much treasure here.
Yeah.
And we like dug our hands through it. Wait, I'm last, so I can steal everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
So
Adana
starting
has
from
some
the
here,
start-
but I haven't read them yet. But go ahead.
Starting from the start, the description of the amphitheater, phenomenal. Loved it. Amphitheater of war, such an epic phrase. And then in my head, the like Avengers slow walk of all of the like the avatars coming into it. The titles of the avatars as well, like the Warlord, Storm Shepherd, Grandmaster of Death.
Yeah.
Epic, absolutely epic. Following back to what M said, Dreamlings. I have to know what more about those. They sound adorable. The personalities that you brought to all 8 members while also playing all 8 members at the same time, phenomenal. So exciting. I have a personal vested love of pirates and all things pirates, so having a giant pirate king referred to as the Wolf of the Sea being a werewolf, that was just...
Yeah.
I was like waving my little #1 fan flags here.
He's like one of my favorite characters. And I wanted to reveal his like lycanthropy for the longest time, but you've never gotten to the Black Citadel or the pirate campaigns. We never got to it, so I was
so close. So close. Every time we've had it like dangled in front of us, we're like, yes, we'll go there, and then something happens and we'll go away.
Like
we need fast travel.
Even Ra with Venzor, they were meant to go meet up with the king, so it's like
far too.
Yeah.
Celestial law, having the sands explain what we were seeing, definitely reaffirming what Trent said. Like, it was just a huge, big question mark for, I know, myself and for Jacbon as well, where the other races came from.
Yeah.
We've been sitting on that question ever since we met Utag, which was a good year and a half ago. Yeah. So it was cool to finally get some questions answered. But man, fucking amazing session.
Yeah.
I could harp on all day. On Pog's still there, which is amazing.
Pog Tree still living. I'll read what chat has to say quickly as well. We've got time to have a bit of a chat, and Adana also. I think that these guys are more than happy to share that. We're also working. I'll read what that's. I'll get to that point. J Marie, go with love and luck. Thank you for being here. And self-care is super important. Yeah, so Adana says, my favorite moments overall were 1, Marhack antagonizing Papa Bell, 2, Sophie's speech to the council, and 3, the massive lore drop. It was huge. I like how awesome things was tonight. I sat on a spider and I was just like shrugged it off and just kept watching. That's amazing.
Wow.
I don't care.
That's amazing.
So if he was a Skyrim character, he'd have an accident at the end of a Dragonbone arrow. Hells yeah, just like quick save. Let's go. Renegade Chicken says, dude, you're telling me, and I think that was to all of you guys talking about the lore stuff. So much shit makes sense now.
I'm so glad that this was the episode that Zach was waiting to watch as well.
Wait till I tell you guys about Ganlon.
Yeah, Gamlin. Yeah. People have seen Gamlin from the Starlight one, and also he was in Huntsman for the Fate Forging as well, which was super cool.
I know that the players know about Ganlon.
No, I'm talking about some of. Oh, not all of them. Who here got to see the Starlight or the Huntsman games? It's okay if you haven't.
I saw it.
I saw it. Necrone says, Necrone is just saying I'm super talented and I'm blushing. Thank you so much.
I don't know how you keep this all in your head. It's
It's out now. We can all discuss it.
So Adonis says wants to know all the pre-lore to this game. I want to know all the pre-stream lore now. I want to know everything that happened. We're working on that. Just recently, we decided to start building our World Anvil collection of things, and so what we're going to do is going to get the players to help build the lore that we've experienced so far, and whether and how, and we don't know how we're going to share that with everyone else, but it's definitely going to help us keep that, and we'll look at making it available for other people in one way or another, so that people can dive into the lore and follow along as we continue to build this wonderful world. So, and then Adana says, oh, I forgot one. Construct being a Foundation faction. What relationship do they have to Artificers? This is a very good question. What relationship do they have to Artificers? I know that Marhack knows. Marhack knows very well. So I guess we can share this because it was revealed at one point or another during this campaign. Gnomes were said to have stolen the knowledge and technology from the constructs, and so they are very unhappy with the gnomes. Now, artificers are gnome hunters in this world because gnomes hold the secrets of the constructs. So they're out there in the world and they hunt down gnomes and try and glean their technology, because gnomes have the best technology. Being Fae and a mischievous race, that's why Oren says it makes sense that we stole certain things, because baby doing Fae things. So yeah. Oh, Adana could definitely help us with writing stuff if you're willing to do that. One thing that I would love is like write-ups of previouslys for the Discord, so that people can start reading what happened in the last sessions, or reading big things like that. That would be dope. Like, people could follow along, and then we could just post that in the catch-up area as well. That would help us amazingly. And you're an amazing writer as well, Adana. Absolutely amazing writer. Okay, so my favorite. Sorry.
I'm sorry. I was about to say I have a feeling Renegade Chicken's next message is going to be check your messages, Josh.
Okay, I'll check my messages. Yeah, so gnome hunters are a thing, and that's why gnomes are very rare in the world, because generally you don't want to be caught as a gnome because your soul on they want your secrets. But one of the things is gnomes can generally get away with being halflings and the such, or if you're with a powerful group, you won't get too much hassle. Sylphie's been kidnapped before. So.
Yeah, I got kidnapped.
Yeah.
And what did I do with my kidnapper? I became best friends.
Legit, they did.
No, so
Legit.
yeah, still very relevant. Zach, I need to sit down and sorry, Renegade Chicken. So sorry. I need to sit down and we need to figure out exactly your relation with a lot of things that are happening in the world. So like there are a lot of things in the world that are happening that Kieran is tied up in, and I need to figure out how he would do that. So in read of that, I'm going to start having characters having a status in the world. So they'll either be hiatus or they'll be retired. Retired characters, they are characters that you give back to me to storytell with, and hiatus characters are ones that you're holding on for, and we put them in a hiatus so that I don't use them actively in storytelling, and that is because you are willing to come back at one point or another and utilize them in one way or another, and they will have that sort of like limbo effect to them as well. Bigger characters are going to be something that's a bit harder with that as well. Yeah, so Kieran is hiatus. That is a good example, and because he is hiatus, there's a lot of storytelling I can't do with Kieran. So I need to sit down and discuss that with you, we need to play Dungeons and Dragons. Need to play more Dungeons and Dragons, and thankfully we're able to do so because of all the lovely support that we're getting from the community with all the gifted subs and all the cheers, which is making the channel more awesome. So yeah, it's awesome. My favorite moments, just quickly before I forget, tonight. I absolutely so for Jengavar, I absolutely loved when you keyed in to Kalodor and Kalodar. I gotta remember his pronunciation. Where you were looking for examples of trophies from orcish tribes and stuff like that. That showed a lot of insight to your character, and also it showed a lot of like interest in the war as well. So I think that you will hopefully have some talks with the Avatar of Valir. That was really cool, and yeah, and so I gotta say, it's an absolute pleasure to have you back at the table, and I absolutely love you being here. And I love seeing your face and your reaction to things that you've had connections to in the world as well. So super cool. Mahak, I absolutely love the grilling you gave Papa Val. If you go back and watch the vid, I'm like grinning like a cat, the Cheshire cat. I'm just so happy about that whole scene. I loved it so much. So that would be my favorite moment there. And you with your dialogue was on point tonight, man. There was on point. It was slick as. It was perfect. Can't say that enough. You were dropping mad fire. It was amazing. Ridley, my favorite moment for Ridley would be come on brain. Ridley does have some awesome shit. I love the questions that you asked someone. Who was it you asked a question to? Was it Anafil?
You asked Anafil about Sindor.
Yes, I needed that opportunity to ask, but not only that, there was another question beforehand. There was another one beforehand that I'm trying to remember. Stormfjeld, hello. You asked something of the council.
From this time, I can't see chat.
You asked something of the council. I forget what it was, but I keyed on that as well. I love Ridley's voice.
I don't know. We're talking about the bringing in help, uniting everyone.
And what did he say to that, though?
I asked at one point how they plan to accomplish it.
Yeah, so I guess what you're doing is you give me avenues to roleplay.
You can come back to me or tell me later if you think of it.
Yeah. I absolutely adore having you back with Ridley as well, and Ridley's such an interesting character too. I wanted to talk more on the undead situation, but there's just so much to talk about.
Tonight was rough with him because it was like all about the descent, and he's just like chilling.
Yeah, pretty much. I still think that you would be counted as one of the heroes of the descent.
Oh yeah, like he did a lot that day. It made sense him being there, but this was about Ashborne, and you can ask him.
Yeah.
We'll ask him now.
Also, the flippin' art of Papa Vel and the sick art that's going to be coming for the other of the 8, I'm so keyed in. I can't wait to see what you do with any of the other characters as well. Also,
you should make me a playlist as good as Ellie's Mara playlist.
Constant stream of support for helping me do this sort of stuff is amazing too. I absolutely love everything that you do with helping me build this world with the art and hearing my mad ravings. And I have gotten so much more tame than I used to be. You remember back like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I'd be raving at all my creation stuff.
You used to tell me everything.
Yeah, but now I tell you nothing.
Now you only tell me the stuff I need to know to draw things.
Yeah. So I'm thankful for your patience. I'm thankful for your patience, right? But like now that you want to know the things, like not like getting me to tell you that. What else was there? Yeah. What?
We were at work the other day and we were saying that we were like, yeah, Em would get like secret knowledge and she's just as good at keeping secrets. Yeah. And then we were like, we should become one of Josh's wives. Yep.
That's so dark. Yeah, no. It's actually
from D&D.
You get some lore if you know how to draw, and he needs you to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we'll learn. We'll learn.
Hit me up if you need stick figures, bro.
Yeah.
Be cute chubbies.
Yeah. It's hard to keep everything for him, man. We were down to the shops today picking up, we were dropping off Link, and then we were walking back, and then I was like, I really want to tell you about this thing that is happening tonight, and then just like, yeah, you could, and I was like, no, I can't, because I need to keep it secret.
Imagine if there were 2 others that were like, but you can tell us, and then a 3rd one that's just like, yeah, you should definitely tell us. It's like backup for him.
Yeah. Satara said, I'd be one of Josh's wives if he told me all the lore. What? The thing is that, like, I don't want to rob any of you from, like, the sense of discovery. It's a very important part of storytelling, is that you guys are enjoying unraveling and opening things and discovering things and affecting things. And so I don't want to rob Em of that either. So that's something that I keep very aware of, and I try to keep under wraps as well. And it's because, like, you get to have these epic moments of like, oh my god, that's what it was, or like, oh my god, we finally got to see the Wolf of the Sea, the Pirate King, like Stormclaw, like stuff like that. Yeah, I don't want to rob anyone of that, so I try my best not to do that. But funnily enough, when it comes to Christmas gifts, I can't wait to give them on the day that I get them. So the Em gets her Christmas gifts pretty early on. I don't wrap them up and put them under the tree. It's just stuff. Sylphie was absolutely, I absolutely adored your speech to the 8 about bringing together the various factions and putting up a united front. But the one thing that really hit me, there was 2. One was then there's small interactions, but they were so good. The first one was when you were describing Sylphie's expression to seeing the things that are happening in Ashborne and reacting and being reactive. That was super cool. The other one was when you were watching Yisha, the avatar of Triseal, just like having fun, and you were like Sylphie was just having fun too. I feel like those guys are going to be a combination together. It's so much fun.
That's the tall halfling boy that can handle a giant metal arm.
Yeah. Look, McBluff just made me super blush again. It's like, you're an amazing lore designer from what I've seen. Oh my gosh, thank you. Gosh darn it. One thing Yeah, go ahead.
I've got one tangent. Just kind of laughing to myself. I think there's been a couple of favorite moments I've said how Am's lore bombs and backstories are so tightly kept within her mind. And then usually we get a lot of it from Josh, just blurting stuff out.
Oh, yeah.
And then, of course, we get introduced to Dayron of the Black Coins with the Black Coins and stuff. It's just like, oh.
Yeah.
I mean, I assume that's Corbell, but I'm just not sure because isn't it like the Black Coins that they were taking on? I don't know.
Dayron was one of the first characters that M had met in the very first Hammer Song campaign.
Oh, really?
We were so super sus on that guy.
Yeah, he was investigating a corruption site with undead and stuff like that on a farm called Glen Hollow's Farm, and they went there and they saved a bunch of people.
And then we ran into him, and he was doing nothing but playing with his little black coin. No, but later. Oh, I can't. If I tell you that, that'll give away. No.
So there's another. Yeah.
Can I say stuff that happened then?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I think Josh is gonna regret me.
Oh, maybe
being allowed
not.
to say that.
Well, send me a message what it is. Okay, favorite self moment. Delivering lore is very nerve-wracking, especially when you've gotten used to keeping it all wound up and tight. So my favorite self moment was delivering that lore tonight and bringing these pieces to the board instead of like keeping them hidden and buried beneath when no one else gets to see them because they're my treasures. I'm proud of myself for showing some of the things that I've got kicking around my head and what's happened in Urkanash and stuff like that. There's still really like I had to remind myself, and I said this to Em as well because I was nervous about it being a big lore night, was that there's still many things out in the world to be discovered and learned about, and there's many places we can zoom in and stuff like that. So
Backstory.
I just finally got who the third black coin was. Fuck me.
Yeah, Batty.
Finally. Yeah, Batty.
Put it out there.
Yeah. It took me a while.
Sorry, the first time I thought about it, I was like, yeah, Trembler.
Wait, no, whose was the third?
Batty.
Batty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, so how did they get called
Exactly.
I've got confirmation and that's all I need.
Oh yeah. That might have been a misspoke.
Yeah, I messaged you. I was like, what up with that?
So I will retract that quickly. Only one coin was given back, but Dayron would then be saying he wants the other one.
Yeah, I thought that. Yeah.
What do you think? You thought that was?
It's either that.
I've given you enough.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's fine.
I could use some wives.
Let's say in that scene he was given one coin and he said, I was expecting another. Where is it? The 8 would have replied, they don't know. I will be making inquiries. I will find Corbell's coin.
Yeah, I'll find Corbell's
coin. Yeah, and that's when he'll leave. And that's when we'll bring in Dayron later then.
What happened to Corbell's coin?
I know where it is.
I'm gonna have to go back and do that VOD maybe. Yeah. Will I find it in the VOD, Emma? Or are you gonna waste my time?
You can talk about that. Phoenix! Massive shout out for Phoenix.
Wait, I can say?
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, it definitely was a thing.
Yeah, so there's another coin up in Hammer Song. And the characters came into contact with it. And totally lost control of themselves.
Oops.
Yeah. And then they got attacked by Spellblade.
It's fine.
Yeah, so he picked it up, failed a save, and then hit me.
Yeah. Kind of mad. Massive shout out to Phoenix. Congratulations on getting affiliate recently as well.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, huge congratulations, Phoenix. And Phoenix went and thanked us for helping him get there as well, their channel get there. We appreciate that so much. Thank you for that. We're very happy for you to reach that affiliate level, and I cannot wait to see you grow. Okay, so we find ourselves with about 5 minutes. I'm gonna start searching for a raid target. Guys, you can ask these guys anything you like, and I will ask anything. I can answer anything as well. At DreadedGM if you have any questions.
Where are all the shards of creation?
Oh, okay. So the first one is.
Huh?
In Nanya?
Yeah, Nanya.
Oh,
The realm of
Nanya.
Nanya.
Second one's in Joe.
Joe.
And,
Nanya and Joe. There's one in business.
yeah.
I'm guessing that you guys will want all the names of the
Yes.
first race as well.
That whole
Every-
write-up you did, please just
Yeah,
forward
Yeah,
it to
yeah,
us.
okay.
That
Put
would
it
be-
in the ledgers, where like in the D&D Beyond, if you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
add it there. Yeah, I'll add another ledger. But I want to switch over to World Anvil so we can have all our information in one place.
Oh,
There's
you, like
so
your
much good
characters
stuff for there.
on World Anvil, like they get like practically a Facebook wall, and you can
Yeah.
write
Oh,
what's on
really?
their mind.
Really
And
cool.
You can write their timelines. You can write the things that they've done. You can also put
Like-
pictures there. And
Ridley could live tweet the meeting.
Thinking about Caden.
That's just old Thomas's updates.
Amazing.
No, it's just like long.
Also, yeah, I'm
Oh.
sorry, guys, but Thomas has to leave Ostador now. The banners are being called. He's got to go.
Hey, did I send you Stormfjell's description? That's one question I got added for.
What, sorry?
Did you get the description for Stormfjell's sketch?
Yes, but because we were sick all week, I'm very behind on everything. So
Yeah.
it is like everything's in the pipeline.
You still have to do Fancy Unicorns one for Jeanette Mocha as well. I put that on
Yep.
on your art trailer. Sorry
Thank
to pile it
you.
on. Sorry
No,
to pile it on.
it's okay. I took on a lot because I overcommit to things and then I regret it. But I'm chugging along.
Hey chat, who was your favorite avatar? And players, who is your favorite avatar?
100%. It's the Hosen Drow.
Yeah, 100%,
Yeah.
right?
Saban is cool.
I feel like I'm biased on both accounts. Because
Bias
like
on both accounts.
Clavel and Lortian are both intertwined in all my backstory.
Yeah.
Also, it just feels so wrong of me to hate a dragon turtle. But I said, man, whatever you gave us as Valir's avatar,
You're gonna hate.
I just have to hate them because it's Valir.
You hate him? He's so cool, or
He's so cool.
yeah.
I really like Trixie.
still
I like the,
You sure?
I like
Oh yeah.
Yeah, total power. I'm waiting.
Oh,
I'm waiting.
Yisha.
Some other puns I thought about with it's so bad with pronouncing names. It's Caradol, right?
Kalada.
It's my
Caladar.
Caladar.
Caladar,
Caladar. Yeah.
yeah.
So some other puns. He's shell shocked. He's a shock trooper. What else? Yeah, total power is definitely one. Yeah. Amazing.
Can you imagine though if Ashkin was still in the party?
I know, right?
First of all, he'd
Could
never
you-
walk into the Valid Temple without getting
Never.
smited.
Never.
Okay, sure. Let's say, for hypothetical sake, he was there, and he's just this amalgamation of stolen technology from the Hedriel, and then on top of that, the Valid guy having to call him a hero. Just like, yes, Valid. What up?
Everyone that has supported us today is helping the channel grow so we can continue to tell our stories here and bring even more awesome projects to you. Thank you so much for the subscriptions, the follows, the cheers, and all that lovely stuff. It goes towards the Horde, and the Horde is growing. And we will continue to build the Dread Nation together. So thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for all of that. I appreciate it so much, and so does everyone else here. Okay, so we're going to move back to the Ashborne, and then we will hit the raid target. Yeah, go ahead.
No, sorry, don't mind me. What
Okay.
are you doing?
Yeah, I'm still working on it.
Oh, yep. Is it? Hey. Oh, it's actually super difficult.
Yeah, it is.
It's,
You start with. Yeah, no, we got it.
Okay.
We got it.
God damn it, bro. Okay, go love and luck. We'll see you at the next one. Bye.